right, it's Elliot in the morning. Your phone number for everything. 866-2-ELLIOT. 866-235-5468. Hello, class.
Hello.
Hey, how are we today?
Good.
Good. What was your night last night?
Nothing exciting, unfortunately.
Oh.
I keep waiting for all the crap to happen. It's not happening.
What crap? What are you waiting on?
The weather.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it's north, not south.
Yeah, but there's like Loudoun's closed today.
Is it
There's
really?
a bunch of school systems that are already late.
Did something just die? Did I hit something? No, all of those are on. Oh, boy, that's bad news right there.
Yes, it is.
That's a whole blackout on the computer. Boy, that's a problem. No big deal. What was the... Well, I guess that actually is kind of a big deal. Say again?
We need to page Kreider.
No, not today. Not today. Oh, Fat Tuesday.
Oh.
You can't page him today. Oh, God, no. Please. No,
He's out getting a king cake.
No, they're already at home. He said they're already set out. No, I mean, he's out of here in an hour and 10 minutes. King cake's already set. He's got beer ready to go. Well, that was a little blurb. But he's, no, he's good. And then he'll also tell you that he's looking to invest in a jacket that he saw Jimmy Buffett wearing.
Is this like a startup? What's so great about the jacket?
Oh, it's got pot leaves all over the front of it. And then two little logos for the medicinal marijuana, but the rest of it is just covered in pot leaves. No, he's very excited for today. So, yeah, no, he's got a big king cake waiting for him when he gets home. I know what your night was last night. How great was that?
Well, St. John's hasn't won a game in the conference.
Okay, I wasn't really talking about that.
Although, we needed a win.
No, your boys did. What, they snapped like a 3-game losing streak or something?
They're terrible.
Oh, did your boy get you the guy who works there? Did he get you the t-shirt that they were handed out
I didn't
yesterday?
ask for it. I mean, the t-shirt's awesome, but I didn't ask for it.
Oh,
what's
why
the
not?
shirt?
It's a reference. Chris Mullin's the coach now of St. John, so it goes back to the days with Big John.
But wasn't it like the ugly sweater
game.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see the shirt, but I heard them talking about it yesterday.
Yeah, it's cool. But I didn't. I already asked for the Skater Jack bobblehead from earlier in the season, so I can't keep pressuring him for more freebies.
No, I was going to ask, how great was it last night?
You're obviously referencing The Bachelor. And it was
Diana was
fantastic.
So good.
Well, I heard
last night.
They went to the island where they swim with the pigs, right?
Yeah, exactly. And what that one girl say? Oh, it was like a bar in Texas. Oh, it's so good.
In Dallas.
Exactly.
Is that what you're talking about, JoJo?
No, how great was that last night?
It was a really good episode.
And then Big Mouth is gone.
A lot of drama. Even before the 2-on-1 date, a lot of drama.
Oh, so good, Diane.
Who's Big Mouth?
The Olivia, the woman who gave up her career as a
the TV
news
lady?
anchor.
Oh.
Yeah, from Austin. She's gone. Yeah, no. Oh, but she was all when she got the little private conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, she thought it was a home run.
I walked away with the rose.
But you know who looked great to me last night?
Can I guess?
Yeah, please. I don't know her name, so you're going to have to go by something that like distinguishes her.
Yeah, Emily.
Is that the twin?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she changed up her hair for the 2-on-1.
Or
the weather did. It may have been the weather.
Frizzy?
No,
she was blown like crazy.
She
was blown like crazy from the wind. I mean, I'm sure he was later.
The winds were crazy.
Oh, like when Donna used to ride her trike in?
No, but her little cutoffs, man. Those were legs that like you wear like glasses.
She looked good.
She looked fantastic. Yeah, no, she looked good. And how was the dentist yesterday?
Oh, we're all good. And my baby tooth may be on its last legs.
Oh, is it going?
They think it is.
Oh, wait.
They haven't changed up anything. Maybe it's just time.
It's probably going to die at some point.
Well, not die. Just.
But there's no other tooth coming in?
Yeah, that's why I still have it.
Yeah, no, but
this isn't like
this one's still hanging on.
A twin or something, is it?
No.
Do you have a Mick?
No, that's Kaylee's issue. Please. No. But once that goes, where is it? Which one is it?
It's just on the side.
But how far over? Because if that thing's on its last leg, you know what you're getting.
It's not that.
Oh no!
Bad.
Yeah, you know what you're getting.
Well, no, I refuse to talk about it.
He makes
I'm
fun
gonna
of that.
get a gap. That's true.
Yeah,
I told Lindsay, thank God I'm in a job where like it doesn't matter if I'm missing a tooth.
We've had that.
I know.
Across the window.
I'll go weeks. It doesn't matter. I don't have to rush in the next day to.
Will it be noticeable though?
Yeah, like if you smile.
That's why I never smile for fear of this happening one day. I've been preparing for this day for years.
How close is it to dying?
They said it's on its last legs, but they've never, they always say that.
Why don't they pull it?
Diane, why would you pull it now?
Well, just to get the gap. And
I don't know.
Because
the anticipation's killing
let me pay
you.
now for this implant.
No, but can it rot? Like, isn't it when it goes? Isn't it going to rot up into the gum?
No, there's no concern about that. It's just it's not made to persevere through an adult's life.
Well, my Uncle Myron has 2 baby teeth.
I'd like to prove them wrong.
Yeah, he's had them forever.
I want to be in the next Tide Pod ad. And then I link to Emmett Smith's Twitter. Say, right, Emmett? And then Mia.
But wait, I don't understand. What job would you have that you have to run out right away and get a tooth put in?
A salesperson.
No, they don't need a tooth.
Television.
Somebody who's face to face.
It's one thing.
With an audience.
We always notice when people have like Brian Williams has kind of the messed up lower level teeth.
Yeah, but you don't really notice that.
But when somebody points it out to you, that's all you
ever
see.
see. No, that's true. That's true.
You can't be a television anchor.
Okay, Tyler, no offense, Tyler's not getting a TV job.
No, but you were
That's the
asking what
point.
kind of jobs that would be.
Okay, but that's such a small amount of people. If you're in sales, you don't need a
No,
tooth.
you're still dealing with an audience.
Yeah, but if
face to face.
But if you look nice and you're presentable, who cares?
I wouldn't buy a thing from someone missing a tooth.
Yes, you would.
No, I would really not.
If you ran a company and somebody came in and they were like, "We're looking to sell you advertising," you wouldn't buy it because they're missing a tooth.
I'd certainly have them in for subsequent meetings, so everyone in the office gets a chance to see it.
Here they come.
But no.
Wouldn't you question how'd you lose it?
Oh, I wouldn't address it.
Bar fight.
No, nobody's going to go with a bar fight, Diane. Nobody's walking into a business meeting and going, "I lost my tooth in a bar fight."
You want poor hygiene instead?
Why is it poor hygiene?
Because I'm just saying,
Tyler doesn't have poor hygiene.
I'm not saying he does.
Well, he's getting ready to have a gap in his mouth.
But without knowing, what's
Right.
the automatic thing you jump to?
If
somebody's
I go baby tooth into an adult age.
No, you don't.
No, or that people lose teeth. Teeth die. People who drink, you know who's
For
losing.
being such a high up on a pedestal dentist person,
Yeah.
you always claim how you've
My teeth
got
are
the best
perfect.
mouth in the room.
Yeah, no, only because
Don't
this
say,
one-
"Oh,
no,
I
this
would
one's
automatically
turned a
go."
little bit.
I
This
would
one's turned a hair.
automatically go baby tooth.
Kicked in the mouth as a kid.
The person that you referenced
Wait, Donnie?
2 minutes ago.
No.
Oh,
someone
Bailey.
else who sat in that
Yeah,
air
Bailey.
chair.
That's what she knows. She's missing a tooth.
Yeah. At any point, did anyone, Kaylee or Diane, hear him say maybe it was because a baby tooth fell out?
Never
but
once.
you also know her, and she's moderately disgusting. So you know that's from poor hygiene.
No, you always think
That's poor hygiene.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I know her.
it doesn't matter whether you,
Let me ask you this.
especially if you don't know them.
Let me ask you this. Our buddy Jeff Halpern, right?
Yeah,
If you saw
he's
him,
a hockey player, totally different.
if you didn't know and you just saw him and you were out having dinner somewhere and you saw that his tooth was out, you wouldn't think oh, that guy's like a miserable slob.
No,
Guy's a multimillionaire. He dresses nice. He looks good. He's a handsome man. You wouldn't know. He's just missing a tooth.
With that full package, no, I would not go with that route.
Right. And you wouldn't, if you didn't know who he was, you wouldn't just look at him and go oh, he probably got that taken out by a high stick. You wouldn't think that, or that a puck hit him in the mouth and he lost some chiclets. So you would just think, oh, you know what? He must have had, but you know how people are losing teeth now. And I don't know if the dentist brought this up to you. It's the big thing in dentistry. And I don't know anybody that has this problem, but people who are, I don't know if addicted is the right word, but people who drink a tremendous amount of what is it? Like seltzer and bubble water, like
because
Perrier.
of the carbonation.
Yeah, it's
That's
rotten.
bad for your bones too.
Well, that would make sense because it's rotten the enamel off everybody's teeth.
Yeah.
And then those teeth get soft. It's
Think
like
about
soda.
all those,
It's like soda.
and the flavored seltzers. And
Yeah,
everything.
but soda's got a tremendous amount of sugar in there also. That's kind of going to chew through the teeth and make them almost like gummy bears. And then they fall out. But with people who are drinking I can't think of any brands like Perrier. What is that? That Pellegrino. That's it. Whatever the other ones are, or just like regular Schweppes seltzer water.
You get all the flavored ones, like the Safeway brand has those.
Oh, see, I've never. The only one that I've ever had that's got flavor to it. Well, I mean, I'll put milk in. Diane, don't make a face at egg creams. You're offending a lot of people.
I don't mean to offend Uncle
Mostly
Manny.
the Jewish area. No. But like seltzer water with like milk and chocolate syrup in it, which is fantastic. That is fantastic. But it's the same thing. The seltzer chews away at the teeth.
Yeah.
So if you have Perrier or the what is it?
Pellegrino.
Well,
I'm asking Kaylee. She studied in Italy.
You're referencing non-flavored ones. They do say that the acid's relatively weak in unflavored seltzer.
But it's still
the flavored
carbonation.
seltzer that they're worried people are thinking is
more
such
so.
a better alternative.
Wait, the unflavored is better than the flavored. Yeah.
But compared to like some sodas and juice, the acidity is a lot safer in plain seltzer.
But they were saying that
I saw the study.
But people who drink like seltzer and stuff, they say that those people are like nobody has just one. Like people are addicted to it.
Cruz.
And so they drink
Was that his thing?
Yeah,
seltzer?
Yeah, seltzer and Dr.
Zaz.
Pepper. Zaz. No, it was Zaz. He drank the S out of that. He would sit in a meeting and go through like 2 Zazzes and 2 Dr. Peppers. And then he'd get pissed and ram his head into a glass door and bleed.
Anyway, so there's that, and I chipped my filling. But it's not that bad. He said, "Did you notice?"
Well, that's going to have to get fixed.
He said, "Did you notice chipping it?" And he said it's really minor.
How do you chip it?
I don't
Did you,
know.
like,
I've
eat a
never
bone?
heard of that before. Maybe it's from when I ate that bone.
No.
That sounds horrible.
No, like a chicken bone or something.
You can like crack a bonding or whatever on a piece of hard bread. It doesn't even have to be
My mom cracked a tooth on a banana once.
a banana.
Yeah, although I think that tooth was rotten. But yeah, no, she cracked her tooth on a banana once. Oh, she had to tell everybody that she lost the tooth on a banana. Haven't talked to her. I think I'm going on about a month now that I haven't heard
Why?
from her. Say again?
Why?
No interest. But
We usually have like the 3-minute phone call on Sunday.
but that's tapered off. Because she works on weekends now at the Mac.
So long story short.
Wait, so what do they do
My
with the
baby
filling? They're going to have
tooth-
to bore that out.
I don't really understand that.
What do you mean? You got a hole in your mouth.
No, they said like if it's causing problems,
It's going to fall out.
they may do something about it.
If you chip it, it kind of breaks the bonding of it.
My dentist is not like proactive.
You go to the passive guy.
No, that's like their approach, which I actually appreciate.
Wait,
because the
so-
proactive ones grab your money.
we got to pull this thing right out.
It's a
and
money
start
grab.
drilling.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah, it's a cash grab, sure.
So they like to deal with it when it hurts.
Right.
Like when there's a problem. I like that. I like that approach. And then if you just wake up at the top of the hour, my baby tooth's on its way
on
out,
its last leg, it's going to die.
and I decided I could go 3 weeks toothless.
The
That's it. That's what I told my wife. 2 to 3 weeks, I'd feel safe.
By the way, you know what is good in seltzer, though? Just going back to that for a second. Salt. Salt and seltzer is so good. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
All right.
Hello? Yeah, hi. Who's this?
This is Kevin.
Hey, what's up, Kevin?
I'm 41 and I still have. Well, I had 2 baby teeth. I actually did have one knocked out playing hockey.
Oh, there you go. There you go. See,
And-
but Diane
and
just
my
thinks you're an
mother-
animal and you're disgusting with poor hygiene.
Also, my mom is 65 and still has the same 2 baby teeth that I had.
How old is she?
65.
Oh my God.
No, I'm telling you, Uncle Myron, who's married to Aunt Wendy, that's Aunt Flo's sister.
Sure.
She, Myron has 2 baby teeth, and I don't know, he's got to be in his 60s. I mean, but they do look like worn down, and they're small, obviously, but they look like old wooden George Washington teeth. But other than that, but they're totally fine. They're totally healthy. He'll take him to his grave. It'll be the last 2 that he has.
Is this like some weird like evolutionary trail that we're going down where people are keeping their baby teeth forever now?
No. It's just that whatever your enamel or your tooth didn't develop underneath that to shove it out. No, it's totally fine. It's just a little glitch in your DNA.
To have it like I had one till like middle school or high school, and I thought that
You
was
had a baby
odd.
tooth until high school?
That's why I couldn't get braces till like junior year,
But
which
did
was
you-
awesome.
I'm 33.
No,
Yes.
Why are you reacting like that to
no.
someone who had it until they were 15 or 16?
I'll tell you why. Because did you lose it because another tooth came in? Or did you have the gap that had to be closed with braces?
I mean, it was toward the back, so maybe it was. I don't think they had to pull it. It must have fallen out.
But was it because another tooth came? Do you have a gap back there?
No.
Oh. No, because I was going to say, if you didn't lose it until you were 15 or 16 because of a tooth pushing it out, that's odd. Normally you would keep it that late because there's no tooth shoving it through the gums. All right, dude, appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Morning, Ali. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm all right. I was calling in and asking if you ever heard of tonsil stones.
Oh, tonsil turds. Yeah, no, they stink like hell.
Yeah. My wife's an ENT doctor. I never heard of it, and she mentioned to me on our first date.
Yeah.
She showed me a video, and I was just grossed out.
Oh, they're horrific. My friend Star Wars Scott gets those all the time. But tonsil turds are horrible. I always recommend that people who get them, because all it is like it's like gunk that builds up in the folds of your throat or
Right.
by the tonsil, and you cough that up. It's like almost like a piece of cottage cheese. But yeah, that comes up. But I always recommend people take it and kind of mush it into the mouthpiece on a coworker's phone, because it stinks to holy hell. You
Right.
can't get that smell off. Honestly, it smells like you fell asleep with your hand in your ass. But it's horrible. It is horrific.
They got referenced yesterday when we said that a lot of your leftovers are accompanied to the table.
That's right, with the tonsil turd. All right, listen, I got a lot of stuff that we got to get through today, so give me one quick break. We'll come back. We'll lay everything out for you. All right, we got a busy one today. A lot of stuff that we got to get through. I am excited. Our buddy TJ Miller will be on with us a little bit later on this morning. He's in Deadpool. That opens this weekend. That movie should do really, really well. So anyway, TJ Miller will be on with us. Also, I am going to give you more tickets today to go see Modest Mouse and Brand New. They're out on the road together. And tickets for you to see Walk the Moon and Mr. Wives. They're out on the road together. Of course, you can keep up with everything. Facebook.com/EITM online. A lot of stories from yesterday. Oh, and really, really good news. I'm excited about it. I'll get there in a little bit. Maybe about an hour or so. But really good news. All right, Diane. Let's get going with some news, please.
Saying 8 people now confirmed dead in a train collision in southern Germany. They said 50 of the people, as many as 150 people who were injured when 2 trains crashed head-on, were said to be serious condition. 50 people serious. All survivors have now been rescued from the wreckage and taken to the hospital. They also had a bunch of rescue crews called in from neighboring Austria to come in and help. It is primary day in New Hampshire, and the tiny community of Dixville Notch has already fulfilled its traditional
they're
role.
the ones that go out. They go out at midnight.
Yeah.
And they vote.
As is tradition, 9 votes came in just after midnight. Bernie Sanders got 4 of them, all of the Democrats' votes.
John Kasich did well.
Yeah. When you're talking about 9 people.
You know what? If you're John Kasich, you take a win anywhere you can get it.
As Dixville Notch goes, so goes the country.
So he got, was it 3?
Yeah.
Trump got 2? Mm-hmm. That's 5. That's 9. That's everybody.
Yep.
Do those people have to stay up till midnight and vote? Or do you just know that if you live in, what is it?
Dixville Notch.
Dixville Notch.
Yeah.
Stupid name. If you live there, like, do you just know that you have to go vote at midnight? Is that like part of the responsibility of living there? Or is there one dick who's like, I'm not going at midnight, please?
I'm trying to remember. There was a story I saw about another neighboring community that kind of like butts heads with Dixville Notch. And they also have like the who's going to get the votes in first battle with them.
Oh, really?
And
I feel like Dixville Notch always gets
they're
the
the one,
they're
but
like
I guess
the Punxsutawney.
It was there was another. I can't remember if it was Hamilton something. Anyway, but they said that
it's the Granite State.
They said that in this other jurisdiction, another similar thing where there's like 20 people that live there. It's very small.
Right.
Everybody gets together for coffee at midnight and they have cookies.
Right.
And then if people don't
I could go for a cookie right now.
If people don't show up to vote, they have sent people from the elections office out over to their houses to be like, what the hell?
Oh, you know what? I want to move in as the rebel rouser.
I already poured you some coffee. Let's go.
Nope. You know what? I'll see you at 8 a.m.
So
I'm busy.
Yeah. So that will continue throughout the rest of
today.
All right,
so now it's down to Bernie Sanders and John Kasich.
Pretty much.
There we go.
Yep. Donald Trump talking about fellow candidate Ted Cruz at his rally in New Hampshire last night. And I guess a woman in the audience yelled out an insult about Cruz when they were talking about his response to a question concerning waterboarding.
Yes.
Now, Trump repeated what the woman said to make sure that everyone in the audience could hear. Here's the exchange.
She just said a terrible thing. You know what she said? Shout it out, because I don't want to... Okay, you're not allowed to say and I never expect to hear that from you again. She said, I never expect to hear that from you again. She said he's a pussy. That's
ramping it up.
Is that a first? Is that a first?
It's got to be.
I can't think of anything
publicly
close to
behind
that.
closed doors. Yes, I'm sure that gets thrown around a ton.
It makes all of like Chris Christie's slights against the Oval Office seem petty. Well, they're definitely petty, but seem completely insignificant.
But is that
unbelievable?
A first? Oh my! It's great. It's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
But it's what's lost in him saying it is her yelling it.
Yeah,
her yelling it. It's like the guy who howled through the whole Super Bowl.
Right.
People are forgetting it, but it's her yelling it is almost as funny.
It's almost. I'd like to hear it one more time. I would
course,
like to hear it
course,
one more time.
Of course.
She just said a terrible thing. You know what she said? Shout it out, because I don't want to.
Kaylee.
Okay, you're not allowed to say, and I never expect to hear that from you again. She said, I never expect to hear that from you again. She said he's a pussy. That's terrible.
Terrible.
Greatest moment ever in campaign history.
I don't see that Ted Cruz has acknowledged it on Twitter. He
no.
He
He'll tweet out a song title.
Well,
he'll give you the link to a song.
He had an interview with Sean Hannity on Fox News last night, but I don't know if that was like one of those pre-taped things.
Right.
So,
well, Hannity's, what is he going to bring it up?
Hey, did you hear what Trump said about you?
It was great for Rubio, not just because it showed two candidates in a poor light.
Right.
But people are missing that he had another glitch last night.
You know what? When are we going to stop with this notion? Did he go through the same exact thing?
Well, no, it was a different line.
Oh, no. Oh, he changed it up for me?
Yeah, well, it's revolving not around Obama.
Oh, okay. Oh, so wait, what did he do last night?
You got to hear this. This sounds like it is edited. And
but
I can assure you that it is not edited. This is live from a rally last night in New Hampshire. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Taking our message to families that are struggling to raise their children in the 21st century, because as you saw, Jeanette and I are raising our 4 children in the 21st century. And we know how hard it's become to instill our values in our kids instead of the values that try to ram down our throats. In the 21st century, it's become harder than ever to instill in your children the values they teach in our homes and in our church, instead of the values that they try to ram down our throats in the movies, in music, in popular culture.
What, did somebody put it in twice in the prompter?
I lost my place.
Ah, crap.
He's a pussy.
Go
Terrible.
back. Go back.
Yeah, no, you know what? That gets lost because Trump called Rubio or Cruz a pussy. Oh, what a great day.
Chipotle said yesterday that 2 norovirus outbreaks that it experienced last year were caused by sick employees. Apparently during this big national team meeting that they had yesterday where they closed down the restaurants, they believe it was tomatoes, the likely cause of the salmonella outbreak that happened in Minnesota and Wisconsin. And apparently they are no longer dicing them in the restaurants because of it.
No, we'll order pre-diced from now on.
They said they've taken a number of measures to prevent any sort of foodborne illness outbreaks, and I guess they've also announced a paid sick leave policy to make sure that workers stay home when they're sick.
Also, and this part I'm not sure about, so don't rush out, but are they giving away free food? They are, right? It's a free burrito.
Today?
I had to put in for it yesterday. Well, I didn't even know until today. Well, that's crap. Would they announce it at 11:59? Oh, yeah, I missed that. Damn it.
Alexandria, Virginia, ranking as the most romantic city in the United States. So says Amazon, based on. But did you see kind of like the hacky way they do their calculations?
Well, if Alexandria was named the most romantic spot in the country, it better have been done in a hacky way.
Purchases per capita of romance novels and relationship advice books.
Goodbye.
Romantic comedies and the downloading of romantic music like the artists Barry White and Luther Vandross. Also, sexual wellness product sales.
Okay.
Miami was second, Knoxville third, Orlando.
Knoxville was third?
Yes.
Oof.
Orlando fourth, then Vancouver, Cincinnati, Columbia, South Carolina.
When I think Cincinnati, I do think romance. Some skyline and some graders. You know them pants is coming off.
Hey, Pittsburgh, number 8. Then Round Rock, Texas, and Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Round Rock, Texas.
I've never even heard of Round Rock.
No, I mean it's nice.
What's it a suburb of?
Isn't Round Rock? Round Rock is Dallas, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Metroplex.
And then Ann Arbor, number 10.
Sure.
Right. Hugh Jackman being treated for skin cancer again. He put out another post with a bandage on his nose. Apparently his surgeon has already given him the all clear, saying an example of what happens when you don't wear sunscreen.
He's had that a lot, right?
Basal cell. This is the 5th time for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's got a Band-Aid on his face.
Exactly. People versus O.J. Simpson, American Crime Story, the most watched original scripted series premiere in FX history.
No kidding.
According to the network, 12 million viewers for the debut episode last week. That includes your on-demand and your DVR viewings 3 days after the debut. So tonight you get the low-speed Bronco chase.
By the way, I just read an article about the guy who has the Bronco.
Yeah.
He's had it for 20 years. You know, he even siphoned the gas out of it and kept the gas because he believes it's a collector's item. And so he has the Bronco. I think he took the tires off of it so that those would be preserved.
He's got it in his garage in Northern California. Was it sold at auction?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know how he got his hands on it. I think he got it at an auction, but I don't know how it got to be auctioned off. But
was that when were they just getting rid of OJ's stuff?
He probably needed money for the defense fund.
Yeah.
But he ended up only putting 25 miles on it since the 405 chase.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, they say it's in pristine condition. That Bronco in like cherry mint condition goes for 19. This guy thinks he's sitting on about $100,000 vehicle. No chance in hell. But yeah, no, he siphoned all the gas out. Like he's holding on to everything.
So they said.
Did you watch the first episode?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
Yeah, I talked to a couple of people that saw it and said it was fantastic. I still have no interest in it, but the couple of people I talked to said they did a fantastic job.
I love it. I think Cuba's great in it.
Yeah, of course he is. Cuba's a great actor. But like I said, the couple of people that I talked to who have seen it said they really did a nice job with it.
Yeah. I saw so I guess they're obviously with the...
what year was that? Was that 93?
94. That was the other thing, too, reading up about the episode tonight and the guy who's still got the Bronco. That went on for 8 hours before OJ finally turned himself in.
Well, sure. You had the
I don't
whole
remember
chase.
it being that long, though.
Sure.
Like, how long was he on the freeway?
The freeway ride went on for a long time because remember you had the freeway ride during the Knicks-Rockets playoff game.
Yeah.
And then what was it the State of the wait, what is today? February? Wouldn't have been the State of the Union. What is what date was that?
It was June.
What was going on that night? There was something big going on that night because there was conversation about whether they would split screen the president doing something with the ongoing O.J. Simpson saga. Because remember, the chase went on forever. Enough time that people were like lining the 405 and overpasses.
I just didn't realize it was that
and
long.
then he made it into Brentwood, his house off of Bundy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was holed up in the house for a while.
It was the playoff game.
But was that
NBC continued coverage of Game 5
with the split screen
in a small box?
That's right.
While Tom Brokaw covered the chase.
That's right. Because my buddy,
the game was in the small box.
Yeah, no, the main screen was because I remember my buddy Kevin with the bad, not bad, but he's got no big toenails. He was at the.
That's the one you kiss.
On the cheek when I see him. He was at the Knicks game and against the Rockets. And so since he couldn't see what was going on, everybody at MSG was telling me he wanted it up on the Jumbotron.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't do it. So I stayed on the phone with Kevin and told him everything that was going on. And he told all the people in the section around him. That was a good night.
Yeah, so they said, I guess, police show up to his house looking to arrest him at noon. And they were like, oh, he and AC just left.
Right.
In the Bronco.
Right.
And they didn't pull back into the driveway until 8 o'clock that night.
Right. Remember, people started getting pissed off because the sun started going down and all the overhead coverage at the house. No, I'm being serious. All the overhead coverage at the house you couldn't see anymore.
Yeah. So, episode 2 on tonight. Love it.
Good for you.
The Broncos will celebrate their Super Bowl win with a victory parade today through downtown Denver. Joe going to do anything for that? I haven't heard from him recently.
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't talked to him.
Starts noon at their Union Station today.
Is TJ Miller going to that? I mean, he's a Denver dude. He was all into the Broncos.
303 Big Head Todd and the Monsters playing live for their rally later today. Johnny Manziel appearing on social media yesterday for the first time since January 2nd, posting a picture on Instagram that congratulated Von Miller on winning Super Bowl MVP. He is also an alum of Texas A&M, and Miller responded with a picture of Johnny Manziel back in the A&M days and wrote, "I love you, fam, grind, get back to Johnny." And the Ags, or at the Ags, know and love, support no matter what.
I feel like all of that got overshadowed by more of the details that came out of when he hit his ex-girlfriend. He
busted her eardrum?
Ruptured her eardrum. Yeah, she couldn't hear a damn thing.
Capitals kicking off a 3-game road trip tonight in Nashville against the Predators. The news from Caps camp is that Burakovsky will be turning 21 years old today.
Oh, good for him in Music City. That's nice. That's nice.
Former Nats pitcher Tyler Clippard signing a 2-year deal with the Diamondbacks. He is going to fill his usual role of setup man there. Spent last season with the A's and the Mets. The Knicks firing their head coach Derek Fisher as they lost their 5th game in a row, 9 out of the last 10. They're currently sitting at 23-31. Kurt Rambis serving as the interim head coach. We'll see how he does when they play the Wizards tonight.
They get the Wizards tonight, right?
Madison Square Garden. Also, WWE star Daniel Bryan officially retiring last night on Monday Night Raw.
It is with a heavy heart and the utmost sadness that I officially announce my retirement.
But he went on to say,
right,
you know, he's grateful for being able to do what he absolutely loved for the last 16 years.
Why did he retire? Is he just old, or is he beat up? Is he did he get injured really bad?
Deadspin, said concussion related.
Is it really?
I don't know. I've never seen the guy wrestle. His entire existence is after I stopped watching.
Mm-hmm. And the
I've never, for someone who's such a cult hero.
Right.
I'm just saying I don't know much about the guy.
Okay.
But 16 years.
That's a good run.
You got to think. That's a look at news.
First time winners. I need you, please. 866 to Elliot. 866-235-5468. Go to line 8. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hi.
Hi, who is this?
This is Diana.
Hi, Diana. How are you?
I have never been better.
Oh, good deal. And Diana, what did you do last night?
Well, I don't know if I can really stay on the air.
You know what? Try me. If it's bad, I'll dump it.
I got myself laid. Very nicely.
You're not allowed to say.
Now, when you say that, what? You make it sound like it was some major feat that you pulled off.
Gigolo.
Well, for me, not necessarily a major feat, but it was finally good for me. If I should say that.
No, and you should. Has this been are we coming out of it's been a long time coming?
Yeah. It's been a while.
How long?
3 months, 4 months, 2 months.
All right, let's go with 4 months.
Let's go with that.
No, that's okay. That's all right. Well, then why was last night the big night?
Because I finally just broke down and sounds. I don't even know the words I'm looking for.
Willing dude?
Good. Yeah, and I want to say willing. I'm a little bit off-putting.
What do you mean?
I'm not going to say like I'm not trying to blow myself up, but I look pretty good.
You sound very attractive.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're very welcome. So wait,
I just terrify people.
Why? What makes you terrify people, though?
Like Olivia.
I'm a very blunt, straightforward.
It
very
is. It's
honest.
Olivia.
Yeah.
This guy that you quote got laid by last night.
Mm-hmm.
Was this somebody you knew, or did you meet him last night?
No. I've kind of been working on this one a little bit.
And where do you know him from?
Here in the area, as a matter of fact. I just kind of met him through mutual friends.
Well, I would assume that he's from the area and didn't take a flight to get in last night.
You're right. Well, crazier things have happened. So
and so where did this massive event take place?
The Richmond area.
But were you at home? Were you at his home?
No. I'm sorry. Yeah, I wound up in his home.
Right. And you're already gone. You didn't spend the night?
Well, yeah, I guess I kind of stayed for a few hours.
Right. What time did you leave his apartment?
Probably about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, no kidding. No kidding. Now, you're not on your way to work right now?
No.
No, you're going to want to get home and get some clean ones, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
No, shower time.
Wait, you didn't shower before you left the... I feel like I need to get rid of that.
You're not allowed to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Do you think that would be weird for her to be like, hey, I'm going to leave, but can I hop a quick shower first?
Why would that wouldn't bother me?
I just get out of there.
Wait, Kaylee, why is that weird? That's weird?
Just go home.
No, like you get up, like, well, you know what? I'm going to go make some
Could
coffee
you
or
make me
something.
some coffee?
Yeah,
No,
I'm going to go make some coffee. You want a snack? If you want, why don't you hop a shower and clean yourself up?
We got stuff to do. I'll go do that at home. All my stuff's there.
To be fair, I'm only about 7 minutes down the road.
Yeah,
anyways,
she's
so.
close.
But still.
It doesn't matter.
I have no... Wait, you're not with me on that?
The shower thing is strange.
Why is that strange? I don't
That's
understand
not what people
why that's
do.
strange. That's what I did.
You did that.
I've spent the night at a chick's house and then gotten up in the morning and taken a shower before I left.
Are not talking
One
about
that
somebody.
I had
It's
sex
not
with.
to say I wouldn't do it.
Okay, but
Wait,
no, I'm not talking about somebody that you
did.
dated for a long
I'm going
time.
to work.
This is more of
ready
like
to
a
go.
hookup situation.
No, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
So you met some chick.
Well, no, she didn't just run into him.
Okay,
at a
she'd been
bar.
working. She'd been working on him for a
Like a
while.
one-night stand.
Yeah, she's not a slut.
Okay, but either way, it
Right.
just seems.
Why
it
is that
just-
so
She
bad?
said she's 7 minutes from home. Just go home. All her crap's there.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would,
You know he doesn't have that conditioner you like.
that doesn't matter, but you can also wash some crusties
I'm not
off of you
washing-
and make your way back to the house. Hey, so was it? You're gonna be tired at work today, aren't you?
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm dragging right now.
Yeah, no,
But
that was an all-night session. He knocked the bottom out of that thing.
Oof.
Forgot how much I don't like that term until you said it, because it'd been a while since I heard it.
No, but come on, if it's been 4 months, you let go like a wild woman.
I know I'm smiling like a mad woman right now.
Yeah, no, and you should feel great about that. Is there a plan to see him again
Oh, yeah.
tonight?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Oh, so you're going to go back and see him tonight?
Yeah.
Round 2. My girl, I love everything about you.
I got things to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I got some ketchup.
All right, well, you know what? Did you even pack anything to sleep in?
Was that necessary?
No. Oh, so you just slept with it breathing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Diane, I tell you, that's always good for you. You're supposed
I don't
to.
sleep with anything on at my house anyway. So.
Oh, really? Diane does. I try to talk her out of that all the time. Anyway, Diana, listen, do me a favor. I'm going to, well, first of all, I'm going to give
you all day.
I'm going to give you tickets to go see Oh Hello. You know what? That would be nice to maybe bring your guy to. It's very, very funny. Nick Kroll and John Mulaney are hysterical.
I love both of them. Oh, I love both of them.
Yeah, so let's do that. And you know what? I'm also, Kaylee's going to hop on the phone here with you for a second.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind checking in with you tomorrow to see if we went 2 for 2.
Okay, you can do that.
Right, very good. All right, hold tight 1 second. You'll go see Nick Kroll and John Mulaney. And tomorrow I would like to check in with you, okay?
I am so thrilled.
All right, very good, very good.
Great way
And
to wake
sore.
up.
All right, hold tight 1 second for me, please, okay?
All right, thank you.
I love her. What a great way to start. No? Isn't that fantastic?
Right out of the chute.
Look how excited she is.
Don't say knock the bottom out of it anymore.
Well, so far you said it twice. I said it once, so I feel like you're winning that race. Kaylee, make me a note. I need to check in with Diana tomorrow. Whew.
Often the ones who want you to be righteous are the least righteous.
Exactly. Didn't Olivia say that last night?
No, maybe that was Leah.
Oh.
No, that's not from The Bachelor.
Line 4. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, Elliot. Well, how's it going?
Good. How are you? I know. I'm tongue-tied also. I loved her.
I've been listening, so I didn't do anything nearly that fun.
No, that's all right. Well, I didn't catch your name when I got on the phone with you.
Dana.
Oh, Dana. How are you, sir?
Doing good.
Good. Hey, can I ask you something not related to Diana? I'm good with her. Hey, can I ask you something? And the reason I ask is I got so into this story yesterday. When was the last time you were on a cruise ship?
About 2010.
Okay, so it's been a handful of years. Oh wait, hold on. No, can I say something? Hold on one second. I just got a message from
There's a lag
from Nick on Twitter. I'll ask that tomorrow. Don't worry. I was going to, but it's been a while. So tomorrow.
You're not allowed to say.
Wait. So you were on a cruise ship? You said about 5-6 years ago.
Right.
Did you see the cruise ship story that was going around yesterday?
No, I didn't. What was it?
So is it a Royal? I don't know the cruise line, but it's a new ship. It's called Anthems of the Sea, right? Anthem of the Sea.
Okay.
Royal Caribbean, and the cruise ship, the Anthem of the Sea, has just recently been put into service, right? So the cruise ship left Bayonne, New Jersey, which, if you haven't been,
I'm sure it's a jail.
Oh, it is beautiful. So you leave Bayonne, and they were taking a cruise south towards Florida, right? And so they got to Hatteras, Cape Hatteras, North Carolina, and obviously it's a cruise ship, so it's out on the water. And they ran into a hellacious storm. And just reading by some meteorologists and stuff, they really kind of equate it as to running into what would be. It wasn't a hurricane, but it would be the same conditions, if you will. And the reason it's not a hurricane is the storm didn't start and develop in the way that a traditional hurricane does. But the storm that they were in, had it have started that way, would have been somewhere between a Class 1 and a Class 2 hurricane.
Right.
And so this cruise ship is into this storm just off the coast of Cape Hatteras in North Carolina. You're talking about 30-foot waves slamming into this cruise ship. The people. So on board, they were telling everybody, get to your room. Don't be in any of the common areas. Don't be in any of the restaurants or any of the other garbage that goes on a cruise ship. Get back to your rooms. Well, afterwards they get through the storm, but people, while they're in their rooms that have windows that face outwards, you see these massive, honestly, it looks like perfect storm, but you see these big massive waves. And keep in mind, you're on a cruise ship. It's a floating city. These big massive waves that are just crashing into the side of the ship. And there's one little video that's going around. It looks like if you were, because they're windows on a cruise ship. I've never been on a cruise ship, but they look like they're kind of small windows that you're just looking out of. It looks like you're watching like a washing machine, with water just slamming up against that little window.
I can't imagine looking out your window and seeing that.
You're a lot closer to the surface of the water when you're in your room too than above deck.
Oh sure, yeah, no. If you're not up on the Lido or the poop or whatever it is, you're right there by the water. And then after the storm dies down, and then it gets into a whole controversy. But after the storm dies down, there's people who are now kind of moving about on the cruise ship again, and the restaurant, because the ship was shaking all over the place. So there's all the furniture in the restaurants just destroyed, flipped over. The the what do they call those? I can never say the word. The lounges, out by the pool.
Yeah, the pool deck chairs.
Yeah, exactly. Those are just strewn all over the place. Some of the glass railing. So when you're up against the railing of the cruise ship, and then that's part of it is glass. Those are destroyed. The ship is a total S show. So they decided they were going to turn the ship around instead of continuing to go south to Florida. They turned the ship around, and now they're going back to, I believe they will reach Bayonne, New Jersey again tomorrow. But that ship is destroyed for the rest of their trip back to Bayonne.
So is everybody going to get refunds?
Well, three things. Number one, everybody on the cruise. By the way, there's 7,000 people on the boat if you count crew.
Right.
There's 7,000 people on that boat getting thrown around. So number one, everybody that's a passenger, and I think there's close to 5,000 passengers. They're getting a full refund plus 50% off any following cruise that they want to take. So that's number one.
It's not bad.
Number two, and this storm is bad. I understand that. But don't people encounter storms on cruises all the time? And I mean, not something that would rock your boat like this one did. But aren't there always storms out in when you're out on the water? Aren't people running into storms all the time?
To be honest, it's not.
I was on a Windjammer cruise when I was younger, and we had a major storm where it snapped the dinghies off the boat and knocked people out of their bunks in the middle of the night and caused many injuries and things like that. So yeah, I've been through one of them.
Holy
But that's
crap.
a Windjammer too.
I don't know. Is that small? I don't know what a Windjammer is.
Windjammer is basically like a huge sailboat.
Oh, like a big catamaran type thing?
No, not
No,
a catamaran.
Elliot.
It's an actual
Stupid idiots.
sailboat, but it's big and it's like an old time with the pirates and that kind of thing. But it was like a week long
sounds
cruise in
awesome.
the Caribbean.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, before they had the big, huge sail, cruise lines,
Right.
they had Windjammer cruises.
I
and
gotcha.
It's more like a barefoot, kind of relaxing kind of thing. But
I
that
gotcha.
was definitely a major storm.
Yeah, hey, hold tight 1 second. Let me get you your tickets to go see Oh Hello with Nick Kroll and John Mulaney. Hold tight 1 second for me, okay?
Thanks, Elliot.
Hey, you got it. Hey, Kaylee, will you do me a favor? Will you find me somebody who's been on a cruise ship in a major storm? Or even just like a regular storm, like a good-sized storm? Anyway, I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Weather has actually never been one of the reasons I'll never go on a cruise, but it will now.
You know, it's funny because Jackie will never go on a cruise. And so when I was talking to her about it yesterday, she's like, this seals any chance you ever had of me getting onto a cruise. But the other problem is that when the storm started happening, the captain of the cruise ship said, hey, this just kind of came out of nowhere. This was unexpected that this big storm kind of just developed in off the coast of North Carolina. We weren't prepared for this, or clearly we wouldn't have gone. Well, now there's a bunch of meteorologists, like real meteorologists, that are coming out going, no, this storm had been predicted for days. Like, people knew that this storm was coming. Not only did they know it was coming, they saw it developing, and they saw the intensity at which it was developing. So it wasn't like, for example, here in D.C., like they were talking all day yesterday about snow. And maybe, I don't know if it's gotten bad.
Not to the north and west, it's further worse that way, yeah.
In, Falls Church, nothing. Like, it's
rain,
fine.
yeah.
But, that's like you mess up on 2 inches of snow. It's not the end of the world. These meteorologists were saying, this was a massive storm that you saw developing. You knew it was coming. How can this guy start telling everybody, whew, man, this just came out of nowhere?
Maybe that's the reason they're giving the full refund and 50% off a future cruise.
And he still went into it. It wasn't like he tried to skirt it and missed it. As a matter of fact, they said that the last captain who went into a storm this bad and didn't try to, and saw that the weather was bad and didn't turn around and try to get the F away from it, was the El Faro cargo ship out of Jacksonville. That ship sank, and people died. They said that it's the equivalent storm that this guy went into. He could have sank that boat.
Well, I mean, the ships are a little different.
Yeah, no, true, but it's the exact same. Has a cruise ship ever sank? Oh, yeah. What was the one that they had to the Concordia?
In Italy.
Costa Concordia.
Yeah.
Some pictures of that just came out a couple weeks ago. Did you see those?
No.
Creepy. Like the Grand Ballroom.
Oh, really?
It's very, very strange.
That's bizarre. But the pictures of this thing are ridiculous.
Well, this damage is obviously fresh and frightening. And cost me $22,000. You know I had to get that Skyloft suite.
Did you see there's like a little quick clip of the guy who's in his room with a bottle of Absolute on the dresser? I don't know what it's called, but like
where people are leaning?
No.
Like the Smooth Criminal dance?
This bottle of Absolute goes flying off the counter like it's being shot out of a rocket. That's how bad the boat was swaying side to side.
And those big, gigantic planters that are just crashed everywhere. Oh,
What's
my
the
God.
thing that came off the ceiling? It was like some big fixture thing that came flying off the ceiling in one of the restaurants.
So did you just spend the entire day thinking, this is it?
You have to. Oh,
we've all had moments like that, but I can't imagine having that as a continuous feeling.
Is this for example, I was thinking back to, there was a couple of stories in the last couple of weeks where we were talking about really bad turbulence on a plane where people's drinks are flying all over the place. But that's done like that. How long are you sitting in that storm with this thing flying all over the place?
Days.
And by the way, everybody's sick. They said the amount of seasickness on that boat was crazy. There's so much vomit on the boat.
Miserable. And it's not like you can be standing out on the deck.
No, because you're going to get thrown over. No, and that's why they told everybody you got to go back to your room, because if not, you're going over the ledge. 30-foot waves. And if you have and this is where like somebody who's nautical will have to correct me, 30-foot waves is a 60-foot differential, right?
What do you mean?
Because don't they measure the wave from like the base to the top, but there's still the swell underneath, and it's usually about the same? So isn't it like, if this is the water, the wave goes up here, but doesn't it also dip from down here? Or do I have that wrong where it's bottom to top?
Now, I remember studying the measurement of waves in school.
Right.
And at the time it seemed ridiculous, but actually now it would help to know for sure what that
I can't
measurement
remember.
is.
I can't remember if it's like from sea level up or if that's like the whole bottom to the top. In any case,
the crest.
When you see the waves hitting that boat, holy hell. Holy hell.
It does. It totally looks like the perfect storm.
And you know the other thing that would, but like if you, well, that's what I was going to say. If you get into, like if you're on a cruise ship and you're going through a storm, this is what I want to ask somebody. Does everybody just sit in their room? Well, no, you would go to restaurants, you would go to bars. I don't know why anybody would go to the art gallery.
It's enclosed enough to where you could make your way to where you need to be without being in danger of getting smacked in the face with a wave.
Oh my God. Oh my God. But yeah, no, like Jackie all day yesterday was like, there's no effing way I'll ever get on a boat now.
I'm with her.
I mean, she would. By the way, I'd get on a cruise ship tomorrow. I'd get on one. Why are you out? You've never been into it? How am I the only one?
Mm-mm.
For everyone on Facebook and Twitter and Snapchat, yes, Elliot knows the Titanic sank.
Right.
But you meant modern era.
Yeah. Oh, duh. I know that the Titanic
people didn't think you
no,
did.
No, of course.
Well, because your question was, has a cruise ship ever
No,
sunk?
but I meant like in like recent times. And by the way, like with the like with the Costa Concordia, it didn't sink. Like I'm talking going all the way under. But yes, obviously the Titanic, but that's like old days. I'm talking about like since they've modernized the ships. Has one ever gone down?
I don't know.
Like El Faro went down? Like that thing went down.
Oof.
The pictures are unbelievable.
Oh my God.
By the way, I'd get back to Bayonne and go, you know what? Put me on the next one. I'm going out.
They can't win, can they, with all this bad press? You got norovirus, you got storms.
Look at that. It's destroyed.
Oh my God.
That's the Costa Concordia.
Oh, is it? Oh, you're right. It does look eerie. Look at that. I watched the whole special on how they floated that thing again. It was pretty good. It's 3 hours that Jackie hated me, but it was pretty good.
3 hours?
It's a fantastic documentary.
You're terrible at pitching a cruise.
What do you mean?
Let's watch the show for 3 hours.
No wonder you torture her with these stories.
No, because people are like it makes no sense why people won't go on a cruise. Like I don't understand that. They're very safe, minus yesterday and the Titanic.
I don't like the whole
and
idea
the Costa Concordia
of being like captive.
You're not captive.
In a way.
You're not captive.
Yeah.
What? Where are you going?
To the prices you
Rather,
are.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
It's one big scam.
I'm gonna go to a hotel on the beach.
Okay, and then
I can come and go as I please.
Right, and by the way, you can do the same thing on a ship. So when you go to the beach, you go to
I don't know cruises.
You go to
never,
the beach, you go to the pool, you go to your room, you go to a restaurant. Same goddamn thing.
Cruises
you
have
go
never
to the pool,
appealed.
you go to the deck, you go to a restaurant, you go to your room. It's the exact same thing. Minus like hair braiding. It's the exact same thing.
Not
you
really.
can probably get that done at the salon.
Nah.
Yes, Elliot, finally you have correct information. 60-foot differential. Thank you, Jesse. Line 6. Hi, Elliot, in the morning.
Is this me?
Yeah, hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Heidi from Baltimore.
Hey, Heidi, how are you?
I'm doing great. I actually was just getting ready to. I wanted to call in because I was on the Royal Caribbean ship that was kept out in the Chesapeake Bay, or actually on the coast of the East Coast, because of the last snowstorm that just came in.
Oh, I remember that. I remember reading that they were having to hold some cruise ships off.
Yeah, we were supposed to disembark on Sunday morning. We wound up disembarking on Monday morning instead. And that was when all of the snow was piled up. So we had like 3-foot snow that we were coming back into.
Right.
But we also had the same thing. We had like 20-foot swells. I don't know if it's, I'm not exactly sure about the differential thing because I'm not into the whole math bit of it.
Right.
But the boat was definitely, I mean, it's a smaller ship than the Anthem. The Anthem is one of the biggest
Oh,
ones
it's
in the
one of their
fleet.
new beautiful monsters, sure.
Yeah. So they probably didn't have things tied down as much because a larger ship like that shouldn't be moving around.
Right.
So, but I was on one of the smaller ships because it comes out of the port of Baltimore, and everything's tied down pretty well. But we were rocking really bad. People were sick all over the place.
Really? Were you? And by the way, we were talking about that ship being stuck out there because there became the issue of whether they had supplies and everything to last for the extra day.
I'm thinking that they keep that type of thing really, like they plan ahead for those types of things. I can't imagine that they would, assume that everything's going to always happen the way it's supposed to happen. So I'm thinking that they probably plan for the worst and make sure that there's supplies and everything for food and whatnot.
Hey, was it a little bit scary when you were in the big 20-foot waves?
That's actually the wave part is, if that's, you're kind of like on a roller coaster.
Right.
You're up and then down and up and then down. The scary part was that our stateroom was closer to the front of the ship, and it was also only on deck 2, which is which is about like 10 feet above the water line. And so what happened is when a wave would hit, it would slam into our room so hard that it would wake us up out of a dead sleep in the middle of the night. And we're talking medicated sleep.
That a girl. That a girl. All right, very good. I appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem.
You
Have a
got
good
to
one,
talk
guys.
to you later. Yes, Tyler.
If I could address the netizens one more time.
Yes.
Technically, all of those examples are ferries. Elliot asked about cruise ships.
Wait, what are they talking about?
Well, there's been a lot of awful ferry disasters.
Oh, yeah.
With thousands of people dying.
Yes, of course.
You said cruise ships.
I did. I was very specific.
But I will say, I forgot 32 people died with the Costa Concordia.
You know what? I don't have that memory.
I remember there was a recovery effort, so there were obviously deaths, but
right.
32.
Yeah.
Which in the face of 1,000, 1,200 people dying on a ferry capsizing is small, but still a lot of people for a major cruise liner.
Yeah, no. I was very specific with my cruise description, Diane. Hi, Elliot. In the morning.
What's up, class? How are you?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Nothing. I heard your story. I was on that ship during the big Snowmageddon here 2 weeks ago.
Oh, do you know? I just talked to that other lady that was on the same cruise as you.
Yeah, I think she was coming or getting on the boat just as we were getting off. We were actually stuck out at sea an extra day. It was a 10-day cruise that they turned into 11 days.
Hey, did they, is everything still, is everything still, free?
Oh, yeah, it was the unlimited drink package if you had it, so it was drink up.
Yeah, there you go. That's not bad. Hey, when you guys were out in the water, though, were you getting snowed on?
No, the snowstorm we were coming back from the Caribbean, and the captain came on, the very same captain, and said that we had to stay out at sea to avoid the storm, so he actually took a route to go around the storm.
I got
That's why we were a day late.
Yeah, no, this, the guy from the Anthem of the Sea, that captain, he went right into the storm.
Yeah, this is the same captain. It's the same captain all the time, so this guy's been through one hell of a January.
Now, let me ask you this. If you were booked on a cruise for, let's say, next week, would this flip you out?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Why?
Because those pictures are so frightening. That's all you're going to think of.
Fresh. Yeah. The time, I reminded someone who's on a cruise next week of Costa Concordia.
Wait,
that was years ago.
You were talking to Jones about Costa Concordia?
No, I'm saying sightings.
Oh. Yeah, Mike Jones leaves on a cruise now, I think this weekend.
No, he doesn't.
I swear to God.
No?
I swear to God. No, he and his wife.
Is this their honeymoon?
Yes.
Oh, God.
They're finally getting around to taking their honeymoon. They leave this weekend.
Oi.
What do you mean, oi?
It's
now, I
just
do know
given
that
the-
he's leaving
Australian.
and heading south through Cape Hatteras to get down to, I think they're going to the Caribbean. I think. Is Jones up? Yeah, of course he's up.
He should be.
Mike, call the hotline.
Well,
what do you mean, oof? Yeah, you're
That
fine.
wouldn't weigh heavily on your mind?
No, I want to give. It's like if you if you see somebody crash on a bicycle, you don't stop riding your bike.
A little different.
You see car accidents all the time. You don't stop
You're
driving
not at
your
the
car.
you're not at the mercy of the weather if you crash your bicycle.
If I was riding it on the snow.
Okay, you
then
know what
I'm
I
at
mean.
the mercy of the weather. But no, most captains, a good captain is going to...
That's what they thought about this guy.
Well, I wonder if he's on the Anthem of the Sea. Well, that thing's not going to be repaired by then. You're still going to be stepping on broken glass.
Here's a more positive perspective.
Go ahead.
I was on a cruise and there was a storm. People were yakking all over the place. It's more gross than terrifying. So if Jones calls, tell him that.
Upside, you don't have all the sun to cook the vomit to make the smell even worse.
Oh, no, but they got to come through and spray that.
Ew.
You got to wash that off. That's horrible. Hey, is that Jonesy? Oh, wait, line 7. Hi, Elliot, in the morning.
Hi, is this me?
Yeah, hi, who's this?
Hi, my name's Allison, and for my parents' 50th wedding anniversary later this year, we're going on the Anthem. It's the Quantum series, and originally it was a Quantum in New Jersey,
right?
But that one went to Hong Kong, and I wonder if you'll see there's a bubble. It's like a skydiving bubble that hangs out over the ship.
Right.
Was that destroyed?
Wait, there's a skydiving bubble that hangs out over the
this ship is unbelievable.
Oh no, they said it's their new beauty, and now it's destroyed.
Well, there's in the dining room during the day, it looks like daylight, in the jungle,
right.
And then at night it changes, like you're in nighttime.
It's like the Rainforest Cafe.
Yes, it's unreal what they did to this ship. This ship is like a I think it was over $1 billion.
Right. Well, it's going to take that to fix it.
Here's the pictures of the tube that you do the skydive simulation in.
Yeah, I'm sure that's destroyed. Oh, there it is. When are you going?
I think the second cruise in July that they have.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be iffy by then. By the way, I mean, it is a...
Well,
there it is.
I just went on the summit in December. It's a Royal Caribbean sister ship by Celebrity, and it's actually refurbishing the end of this month, and they will do a complete rehaul in dry dock in 2 weeks. And that's like ripping out like every single mattress, all the carpet.
Yeah, no, you want new carpet.
Do
you know how much urine and vomit from people getting sick are going to be in your stateroom?
They'll tell you they changed a mattress.
Right. I say that all the time. When guests come over, I'm like, oh no, we just changed those sheets. No, same
but
ones.
If they went back
Febreze.
early, then that gives them all those days to fix it.
Ma'am, it's coming back early because it's destroyed. It's not coming back early because, we wanted to get a little cleaning in. By the way, how many cruises do you go on a year?
2.
Wow, good for you. Good
and,
for you.
Diane, don't be scared. They're too big. They will not topple over. As long as you stay away from Carnival.
Caveat.
No, my parents were actually on leaving Baltimore on the Carnival Pride when Sandy was coming up the coast. They knew this storm was coming up the coast. They let them get on the ship, start spending their money, and then it was like an hour after they were supposed to leave port, then they canceled it.
By the way, if I were on a cruise, I would have to go like all inclusive because you know that you're going to get stuck out there, and you don't want to have to start digging a wallet for extra drinks because I'm going to be out there a couple of days.
Yeah, you can spend a lot of money because the drink package usually is about $55 for just the classic, which is up to $9 a drink.
Wait, $55
a day?
Oh, I'll definitely drink $55 a day in
Come on.
alcohol, please.
Come on.
They start serving it like sunup.
You get top shelf.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. All right, very good. I appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, bye.
You got it. We'll talk to you later. All right, let me do this. You know what? Will you ask Jones to hold on 1 second? Yeah, let me do this. I'm up against a very hard break. All right, so let's do that. Ask Jones to hold. I want to talk to him. Also, I do got to get into some follow-up phone calls. What's wrong?
You're not allowed to say.
Do got?
All right, also, follow-up phone calls. Oh, and I have good news. I have big news. 866-2-ELLIOT, 866-235-5468. Any good stories from yesterday, last night, anything at all that you want to get into, it doesn't matter to me. Hey, Jonesy.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on 1 second. I got to get to you, okay?
All right, Elliot.
Yeah, very good. Hold tight 1 second. All right, give me one quick break. We'll take care of some fun.
Elliot, what's going on?
Dude, when do you leave for your cruise?
We're leaving on Sunday. Sunday, right. Did you watch all the coverage of Anthem of the Sea getting bashed about by that storm yesterday?
I saw a few things there, yeah.
And has that crept into the mind at all as you disembark on Sunday?
I mean, not me so much, but you might be freaking out my lady a little bit.
Oh, really? Is she a touch? Is Milady a touch concerned?
Yeah, dude. What are you doing here?
Dude, it gets slammed around.
What was it, like 30-foot waves out there or something?
Yeah, and that's a 60-foot differential. But yeah, I mean, that thing is, to the point where they told everybody, you got to go back to your rooms. It was too dangerous for anybody to be exposed, not just in fear of going over the side of the ship, but just from all like the damage and the debris flying around.
Like, I wonder what you were saying. Can you even go to the bar at that point? Or
No.
do you have to go and
No.
down?
No. They told people that you can't be in any public areas just because, like in the bar, there were stools, tables, bottles, glasses, like stuff was just shattering all over the place.
I can't take that risk, though. Come on.
Where are you leaving out of?
Cape Canaveral.
Oh, wait, so you're heading down to Florida and then leaving out of there?
Yeah, we're flying to Orlando and then going over there.
Oh, then you know what?
You should be fine.
You should be fine. That storm will have moved way south by then.
Great. Tropical storm ready for me.
So, but no hesitation on your part, but you're flashing bride a little bit.
All right, okay, that's uncalled for. Yeah.
Uncalled for. You're the one who said it yesterday.
Let's keep that between us, please.
Now let me ask you this, Jonesy. One other thing while I have you on the phone. How was last night? Were you saddened last night?
I may have gotten a little misty-eyed
over the retirement of Daniel Bryan.
It's a touching moment, dude. Come on.
What
really? It was sad. It was probably for you, like Jeter retiring.
Okay, you're going to compare Daniel Bryan to Derek Jeter.
Two greats at their game.
Was he? Why? I mean, listen, I don't know him, but was he? I mean, I know the name. But why did he retire?
He's been having neck issues and concussion issues for years now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they just said you can't do it anymore.
Was he? Did yesterday's announcement catch everybody off guard?
I mean, everyone was thinking he was going to do something and maybe return later, but this was a complete shock. The wrestling world, where it turned us upside down.
So when he came...
It's like you said everyone. I'm like, who's everyone?
The wrestling world. Jones.
The wrestling world, Diane. The wrestling world.
And Jones. and Jones. Where were you watching?
At home.
Did you flip out a little bit?
No, just a little sad. That's all. A little sad last night.
All right, very good. All right, well, listen, enjoy. If I don't talk to you, enjoy your... If I don't talk to you, I see you every day. No, but
he walks by and says hello every morning.
No, I know, but like if I have a real chance to discuss with you, have fun on your trip.
Thank you.
Hey, by the way, tomorrow, two other things real quick. Number one, is it tomorrow truck day?
Some trucks have already gone.
For baseball, Diane, everybody moving their stuff to their training facilities. And then, hey, do yourself a favor if you didn't read it yesterday. The Delmon Young story is a lot of fun for you.
I saw that. That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a good Oriole. All right, dude. I'll talk to you later, Jonesy.
All right. Bye, Elliot.
All right, peace. Hold on. Now Kaylee says I got to go to line 2. Hi, Elliot in the morning. Hello?
Hi, how's it going?
Good. Real quick, because then I got to get into some good news. But yes, go ahead, ma'am.
I was on a cruise in Argentina that actually almost capsized.
Dude, how does that happen? Well, I mean, I know that they capsized, but like, what the hell happened?
So the river, it's like called Rio de la Plata, is like really, really shallow.
I'm sorry.
And
Can you say that again?
The river is called Rio de la Plata.
Oh, you're like that Erica Gonzalez girl. Perfect English until I got to say something in Spanish, and then all of a sudden it's like I'm a local.
Yeah, I didn't grow up speaking Spanish. But anyway, the river is really shallow, and our ship got, like, run aground. And then there was this crazy, crazy, crazy storm. It was called the Mercury of the Seas. And apparently it was called, like, I can't remember what it's called. It's called, like, a squall line, which is, like, multiple storms that just hit all at one time.
Right.
So there's winds from, like, went from 25 all the way up to 109 knots and hit us broadside. And so we just tilted and stayed tilted.
How long were you tilted for?
Like 25 minutes. It was a long time.
Oh my God! Were you in your room?
No, I started off in the, I was younger. This is when I was like a kid. I started off in like watching the show with my parents.
Right.
And a performer fell off the stage when it first tilted. And then it came back up and then shot right back down again. And then it stayed like that for a while.
Oh my God! Were you panicked? I mean, I realize you were a kid, but were you flipped out?
I was kind of freaking out. Not as much as the crew was, though.
Oh, if I were the crew,
were terrified.
Yeah, of course. By the way, I would. As much as I would be fine, like just getting on a cruise ship, I don't feel like I would get on like a foreign cruise ship.
Why?
I feel like you're just asking for trouble. Like, yeah, this one, you capsize in Argentina on like, blah, 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 blah. You don't know where, like, you have no idea what you're doing. You have no clue.
It was a mess. Like all the machines in the casino toppled over. All the plates in the dining room were destroyed. Like, we had water. We were in an outside cabin, and we had water all the way through the entire room because we were on the side that was tilting up. Mm-mm. All of our stuff got messed up. The boat smelled terrible. It was a mess. I think they dry docked it right after.
I was going to say, after they got you upright, like how long before you got back to like a port or something?
I think we finished the cruise. I think it was like another day.
No, we didn't. I hope you got like some kind of refund or rebate or something.
You know what? I don't remember. I think I was a little too young to have any idea about what was going on with that. But my parents still kept going on cruises. Gone on a few with them.
The closest I ever came to going on a cruise, and it was a international one. I've mentioned my buddy Ken Hoffman before, the guy who writes for the Houston Chronicle.
Right.
Remember, I went to the Peep Show with him in Times Square, and he got really mad because he was paying this woman to take her clothes off, and she had a big penis after she got her pants off. But because of oh, that's true. We also shared the same towel on our butts. That sounded like I'm 3. When we went to the Jack Shack in Philly.
Yep.
And they gave us a bath, but they shared the same towel to floss our stuff. Anyway,
2 for Tuesday for Hoffman. Then.
But but for writing for the newspaper, they had started like some program where they were trying to get people to go on this cruise up and down the Yangtze River in China. And the girl that he was dating, it's now his wife, couldn't go. And so he invited Lander, and then Lander couldn't go. And then he invited Cleet Dumpster, and Cleet couldn't go. And then 2 other people from the Post, and they couldn't go. And so he was like, well, I don't want to go alone. So then he invited me.
You're the 6th choice.
And I was ready to go, and then his wife changed her mind, so I never got to go. But he said it was awesome. But it's like Chinese food all day.
Yeah, I did that one too with my parents.
You did the Yangtze River?
Yeah, before they built the dam. My mom is super into traveling, so she would just take me places. I was lucky.
God, that's awesome. Good for you. Well, You're lucky to be alive.
Apparently, yeah.
All right, very good. I appreciate the phone call.
Hey, Elliot.
Yes, ma'am.
I've been listening to you since I was 12. I was wondering if I could get a
Jesus
t-shirt.
Christ. God damn it. How old are you now?
27.
F my life. All right, yeah, you know what? Talk to Kaylee.
All right, thanks so much, Elliot.
Oof.
My mom tried to undo everything you did to me with like culture. So it was a give and take.
All right, a couple of things. Wait, am I going anywhere? No, I want to get in my good news. Where am I going?
How long are you going to make us wait?
No, I want to get into it. Well, I brought something for Diane because I didn't know if she saw it. Bebe climbed a tree yesterday.
Saw that?
That's the good news?
No, that's not the good news. That's not the good news.
I don't know if anybody's adopted the giant bunny yet.
The one that's the size of a dog? Yes. That thing's enormous.
Love it.
Do you see that thing?
Yes.
I think it doesn't look real. It looks fake.
It looks like it's Photoshopped.
It does. It totally looks fake. 100% looks fake. And then was it yesterday? That we were talking? Yeah, we were talking about the Mile High Tower in Tokyo.
Yeah.
So we were talking about that. Story pops up yesterday. Now, it's not nearly as high as the Mile High Tower in Tokyo, but there's a 1,000, they call it a super tall, pardon me, but there's a 1,000-foot tower that's going up in New York, in Manhattan. Did you see what they're doing, though? That's kind of cool. It'll be part. What are you doing?
My foot itches.
Oh, you're getting company. The tower is residential and commercial business, like all through. It's not like it's just like the ground level has businesses and everything else is residential. So a good majority of it is residential, and a good majority of it is commercial. 1,000 feet, right?
Okay,
that's big. That's a very big building. Every floor has an outside park that spirals its way down the building and wraps around. It's pretty freaking awesome. So you could be at work.
So you could
be at
walk
work
all the way down?
No. Like each floor. Look what I'm doing here, Diane. Each floor. So there's the kind of the outdoor work park area here. You go down a floor, they have their own. You go down a floor, they have their own. Every floor has like a big. Imagine if every floor had a balcony, like our smoking balcony on the building here.
Right.
But imagine it's a park.
That's nice.
Yes and no.
I bet it'll come at a premium.
Yes and no. Well, the penthouse is like $100 million. But anyway,
but even like a normal low level apartment is going to be a lot more expensive because they'll say, "Oh, we got parkland."
Yes. Oh, I'm sure it is. But you know the part that's worse? Every floor. Keep in mind, if you work for a business, you're on that floor. You have access. It's a public park.
Yeah.
So you have access to that. Can you imagine being 70 stories up? And by the way, the railing is glass so you can see through it, and it's not that high.
You couldn't go out there.
No. No way. There's no way I would be able to deal with that. The building's beautiful, and I love the idea. And it literally is all the way down. It spirals all the way down every floor, and it just kind of moves around the building. It's a beautiful building. No chance in hell. No chance in hell.
Throw yourself right over that
because
ledge.
It's not even like it's a balcony. It's like a whole, like they say you can go outside and work.
It sounds awesome.
It sounds beautiful. It sounds terrifying. Terrifying.
It's unbelievable.
But isn't it beautiful? Like it really is. The image is great.
And certainly handles issues that come with eliminating green space. You sort of create.
No, you're creating green space. I mean, that's
areas.
always part of the problem is every time they put up one of these beautiful skyscrapers, not only does it take away from other people's views, but also it just casts a shadow over everything. So in this case, they're saying, listen, we're not tearing down parks or shading parks. We're building parks, and they're public.
I think it's smart. That's the new future, right?
No, I do think it's very smart. I think it's terrifying.
Well,
they're saying
it's not going to.
Companies will go outside and hold meetings outside. I'll just crack the door and sit in here. Go ahead. It's fine.
I'll be on speaker.
Smoking.
Oh, well, for smoking, it's fantastic. Although I bet they're going to rule out smoking on there because they're going to say it's part of the building.
Yeah, or you have to limit access because you're killing the plants and the hanging gardens.
Well, I'm definitely budding in them. That is 100% happening. But isn't that weird? We were just talking about skyscrapers yesterday. And then that came out. It's pretty cool, though. The image is fantastic. The image of the building is great. All right, can I get to my good news? So, do you remember when the Struts came in?
Yes.
Right. And so they did our holiday concert. And then they came back a couple weeks later or a month later or so, and then they played the Rock and Roll Hotel. But remember when they came in and they played in here? Very nice guys. They were awesome. Very, very nice.
You like the poncho?
Love the poncho. Love the poncho. Well, anyway, they had a guy with them. Well, they had two people with them. They had some hot-ass chick who I think was, she a girlfriend?
Think so.
We think so. If not, it was like band helper with privileges.
Is she the model for the cover art for the record?
I think so, right? I mean, she's beautiful.
Wow.
She's beautiful.
You saw that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's her. That's her pencil holder. Diane. Mm-hmm. And then the other person that was with them they had somebody, and it's not uncommon, like if a band or something comes in, that somebody will like take pictures or video or something of them when they come through, right? Well, the dude that came in, I had no idea. And I think the video, it either came out yesterday or the day before, whenever it was. But the Struts, for their Kiss This video, we're in the goddamn video.
Very cool.
We're in the goddamn video. It's awesome. It's fantastic. And so you get two shots. It's all at the same time. But you hear us, and then you see the studio. They caught me on a good side, too.
Well, it was like from the back, right?
Well, a little bit from the side.
diagonal.
Yeah,
okay.
no, because I was reaching a little bit to shake the hands.
Sure.
And so no, but I don't look disgusting.
I'm sorry.
Congratulations.
That's your fear? Looking disgusting when you're photographed or videoed?
Sometimes if they catch me from the wrong angle, I look disgusting or really Jewy. This one.
I get the latter concern,
right?
But disgusting. I mean, that's harsh.
Yeah, but sometimes like
you may have confidence, esteem issues.
No. I love myself. But
you just said you were worried that they would capture you looking disgusting.
I'm going through a bad hair phase right now. Like
It's the same as the day I met you.
I'm close to just cutting it all off and just buzzing it. I can't take it anymore.
It's not super long.
Please.
Like
you think you look disgusting now. Don't shave your head.
Not shave it. I mean, like
go
a
super
buzz,
short?
like a buzz. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Like boy summer cut. I can't.
No.
I hate it.
No,
I hate it. Or like really short with a nice part. Very Jewy, Elliot.
Like boys regular.
Yeah, exactly. I got to do something with it. But and I'm really annoyed by it. But it's because I never get it cut or wash it. Anyway.
Okay.
But isn't that awesome?
Yeah, no, it's definitely very cool.
It's freaking cool. I can add that now to Spice Girls and Depeche Mode.
That's right.
And the Struts.
You only
and then
work
30 years
with
later.
Foreign bands.
Oh, that's
Stop
true.
with the foreign.
That's true.
Is there an American band that you've done anything with?
Yeah, but I don't think I was in any of their videos.
What about the Heights?
Yeah, that's
They're
what
American,
I was thinking
right?
of. Yeah, but I wasn't in any of their videos. And to be fair, Depeche Mode was the movie.
Yes.
As was Spice Girls. But this is video work. This is video work.
Yeah.
But I had no idea that was coming. Which I feel like violates some kind of agreement where I'd have to sign off on that. But for the record, I'm fine.
I think they just thought it's understood.
No, it's not.
You wouldn't mind.
Oh, no, I totally don't mind.
Yeah.
I'd pay them to put it in the thing.
Which we didn't do.
No, not at all.
All right. Well, there's people that are accusing us of Peyton Manning. That was a horrible last name when you're trying to do the ing.
Oh, no. No, not at all. That's ridiculous.
You don't yell Budweiser?
Say again?
You don't yell Budweiser in the clip?
No, but I'm saying, like, I would pay for to be in a video.
But we didn't. I don't want people to think that. Well, it's sort of in promotion of their tour dates they announced, and the record comes out next month. I mean, this is going to be seen.
Yes.
And not your face, but this is going to be.
You catch me from the side,
seen.
though. You catch me from the side.
Yeah, but it's not head on.
No,
as people will see.
But you hear the voice.
Apparently, thankfully.
But you hear the voice.
You do. You say, "Is this me?" No, you say it's Elliot.
It's Elliot in the morning.
Yeah.
And then they show us although, you know, the part that was weird, though, is like, because you hear say it's Elliot in the morning and they're showing an on-air light, which that part I would have told them to get rid of.
But that's not stock footage.
No, that's our on-air light.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to them in the studio. And so you see me shake their hands, like reach it across the board to shake their hand. And then it's like an angle cut. I don't know what they call that in the business, but and then they're sitting in the chairs getting ready to play.
They use the count.
But that's our studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they use...
Jackie asked whose studio that was. I was like, serious, that's ours.
She's been here before.
Yeah.
When they count off the start of the song,
right.
it's 1, 2, 3, 4, which that was from the in-studio performance.
Yes.
And then it goes right into Kiss
the
This.
real song. Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. Fantastic. I've watched it a couple of times. No, I'm excited, Diane.
You should be.
That's good for us.
That's what they should have featured. I guess this host beatboxes. And I don't know.
Elliot and the Money. Oh, I said it wrong.
Oh, that would have been great if that was the moment they used.
No, I think it's awesome. I got so excited when I saw it yesterday. So excited.
Did you send like a thank you tweet or anything?
To who?
I don't know, the band?
Well, I don't know. No. I didn't send anything.
Okay.
That's not true. I sent a link to my sister.
All right. I mean, I don't think it would hurt to send a thank you.
Okay. Well, list of things to do today.
Okay.
It's pretty awesome, though, right? Isn't that great? There we are.
Here, Jason just sent over a screen capture.
The
That's your best side.
God, my shoulder looks enormous, doesn't it? Well, look at it's the way the camera.
No, your shoulder's fine. It's your hunchback.
I'm leaning. I'm leaning.
Well, tell that to the thousands that have viewed it so far.
No, I'm leaning over.
You need to jump on the YouTube comments.
What do you want me to do? Like this?
Defend yourself.
No, I had to.
No, you know what? You know what'll help your hunchback?
Say again.
A poncho.
That would. But why am I? Why isn't he looking at me?
Because you're hideous.
Oh.
Sorry, no, disgusting. That's what it is.
No, but you're right. It comes at a good moment too.
By the way, Jason's screen cap is fantastic because no one in the band is making eye contact with you.
No, don't look at him. He's hideous. That's true. Yeah, no. Well, because they're getting ready to play.
No, because you'll turn them to stone.
You like Medusa?
Oh, Judusa. That's who I am. I turn you to stone. That's cool, though. I love that.
That's already a Tumblr. I don't really know what that is, Kaylee. Seems like a good time to be bitchy about it.
Did you watch the video, Kaylee? It's nice, right? Yeah. Do I look really bad, hunchback? Okay.
It's very quick.
Could you... Yeah, but if you pause it, I go back and watch it. That's my favorite part of the video.
Of course,
I go back and watch that that 15 seconds over and over and over again. The rest of the video's good. Has Elliot created his IMDb account yet? No, not yet. Not yet.
You got that. Like you mentioned.
Spice Girls,
Depeche Mode,
America's
Most Wanted.
America's Most Wanted. Let's not forget Cap's Redline.
Oh, that should be on top.
Do they count internet shows on IMDb?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah, people get credit for Netflix. I'm on Monumental. Yeah, that's pretty steep. That's pretty steep. That's awesome. I love it. Where? Line 1? Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Hey, it's Ron from Richmond.
Hey, what's going on, Ron?
Hey, it's not a whole lot, man, just doing the work thing. Hey, are you forgetting that, weren't you in that Nickelback video, that rock
song? You know what? There you go.
Stop with the foreign.
There you go.
That whole Nickelback thing. That's all right.
You're right.
Stop with the notion that Elliot doesn't know what he's doing. He's trying to make America like the rest of the world. Stop with the notion that Marco Robato joke. Seriously,
what?
What's with that trend?
For domestic bands won't come near me. They'll have nothing. I'm Judusa. I'm too hideous for them. I work great in foreign film. In domestic film, I don't work so well.
Non-speaking.
No. Diane.
Spice Girls, you had a speaking role. They're speaking
the
in this.
Struts is a speaking role.
Yeah.
I occasionally do talk on Redline.
Okay.
Didn't talk on the Depeche Mode.
No,
I was really more featured walking by. No, I was in the room, but it was a quick glance. Yeah.
Maybe all of this points to why you have so much trouble looking at the camera on Redline.
I like to come off natural. Also, the cameras
right.
The cameras for Redline are a little bit different. They're set up different. I don't know where to look. That's okay.
At the lens?
Unlike the Struts video where you didn't know they were filming. You know they're filming and have trouble finding the focal point.
Anyway, do yourself a favor. You have to watch the video. It's awesome. I'm really No. I'm being serious. I'm really happy.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
It is great.
Put me in such a good mood yesterday. That'll carry me through a little bit today. But no, I was very, very excited. Very excited. So thank you to the Struts. That was very kind of them. I wish I knew it was coming. I'd have made a big deal about the release of the video. And then boom, out of nowhere. But you know what? Good for them. Good for us. Good for both of us together. When is the record out? Next month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are my friends.
Everybody wants.
Great record. I've heard part of it. All right, let me do this. Let me take a quick break. We'll come back. Diane's got some news. After that, I will give you tickets to see Modest Mouse and Brand New.
Elliot in the morning.
He's everywhere. I love it. So happy for him. All right, Diane. let's get into some news, please.
CDC working on a public health response plan, according to officials there, where I guess they now have put it at a category 1 in terms of the danger that is going to be facing other people around the world and possibly contracting the Zika infection. Of course, they said the areas they're focusing on now where mosquitoes live. Colder areas, not really worried about that at this point. But obviously in the warmer areas of the country, they are telling people to do the usual precautions that so many people hear about during the summer. Primary day in New Hampshire today, voting in the first primaries where Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump are the front runners, although if you look at the numbers in Dixville Notch, John Kasich actually had more votes. Granted, there were only 9 total that they were looking at, but more votes than Donald Trump. Donald Trump, by the way, getting a little bit of talk this morning after what he said last night at a rally when he was talking about Ted Cruz and also his comments in terms of what he felt about waterboarding. This is what happened in New Hampshire last night when somebody from the audience yelled something not so nice about Ted Cruz, and he decided to repeat it.
She just said a terrible thing. You know what she said? Shout it out, because I don't want to... Okay, you're not allowed to say, and I never expect to hear that from you again. She said, I never expect to hear that from you again. She said he's a pussy. That's
terrible.
Don't say that.
Here's a clip. I don't have it.
It doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better.
But did you see somebody along the road that Ted Cruz was walking into some town hall, asked him what his favorite band was?
Oh, no.
And, these guys are so trained, case in point, Marco Rubio, to stay on message.
Right.
He just kind of laughs at the question.
Wait, he doesn't
know
have
what
an
to
answer?
say. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I got to find it.
So he does not name a band.
He does not. He laughs out of being so uncomfortable.
I thought for sure. Oh, see, I thought that the answer would be like he said a band, but it wasn't an American band, and now all of a sudden it's like, I see.
Exactly.
I see.
Well, remember, John Kasich is reuniting Pink Floyd.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
There was a little Twitter back.
Wait, hold on. Is this it? Is this it where they do that?
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing. Did you see the person who fainted at Bernie Sanders' rally yesterday?
No.
Oh, almost went head first right into the podium.
Old person?
No, not as old as you would think.
Younger than him.
Yes. Came right off one of the risers, Buddy, I think, and went head first, almost right into the podium. I mean, she's fine. She's fine. They got her together. Wait, hold on. I got to hear Cruz.
It's really quick.
That pussy.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
There we go.
That's what we're all here for, anyways. Ted Cruz, who is your favorite musician?
That's funny. Donald Trump and Jeb Bush had a little back and forth going on yesterday on Twitter. Jeb Bush being criticized by Donald Trump when he said zero communication skills, so he spent a fortune of special interest money on a Super Bowl ad. He's a weak candidate.
Right. Oh, but what's his face? Jeb went back at him for something.
He did. He said, at real Donald Trump, you aren't just a loser, you're a liar and a whiner. John McCain's a hero. Over and out.
Oh, my God.
Who told him to put over and out on
Oh, my God. His mom.
Jeb Bush is desperate. Strongly in favor of Common Core. Very weak on illegal immigration.
He's a pussy.
Everybody laughing at Jeb Bush. Spent $100 million. Bottom of the pack. Pathetic figure.
By the way, is that going to be the new campaign shirt? Or
the P word?
Yeah. Wouldn't you? Like, if I were showing up at a Trump rally,
red, white, and blue with
he's
stars
a pussy.
and everything.
Or you show up at the Trump one with like a Ted Cruz campaign one, but almost like Banksy went to town script. He's a pussy.
That's funny.
That should be it. Totally. I would do that if I were him. 100%. Hey, real quick, while we're in the news, did you see that dude in India who died?
This wasn't the leopard attack people, was it?
No. That was at a school. This, they believe, is the first human ever that died this way. Hit by a meteorite.
How'd they come up with that answer?
So there was there was one not too long ago. Remember, there was the big one over Falls Church.
Well, like the fireball, yeah.
Yeah, right. But that's all that is, Diane, is a meteorite coming to the Earth. Most of the time, they completely burn up before they hit the ground. So in India, a meteorite goes off. Same thing. People see light in the sky, the whole thing, and they rush to where it could have gone down because it, like they felt like you could see where it hit the ground. Well, there's a big hole. They found a substantial sized rock that had been burned that they believe was it. It hit a dude. I mean, I feel bad for the guy.
Going on about his way.
Yeah,
doing
you would
his
have no
normal
idea.
thing.
The same way everybody drives and you see it on their dash cam, that could hit a car. I mean, wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
Or right place, wrong time.
Well, okay. Why? Because he gets to hold that claim to fame?
But isn't that weird? First time ever a human being has been killed by a meteorite coming through the Earth's atmosphere and crashing into the ground.
Yeah, you're saying weird that it is the first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's never.
absolutely.
They have no documented cases of it ever happening before. And I feel like a couple of times a year you see those, but like I said, most of them burn up as they come through the atmosphere.
Yeah,
and then before they ever hit the ground, it's ash, poof. And when you see the size of this rock, you look at it and you go like, well, it's not huge, but you got to think how much of that burned up, and how fast was it going that it took this dude out. Because you see the hole in the ground that it made? It's enormous. It's enormous. It's not like that. Where's that big hole in the ground? And is it in Arizona? And I'm not talking about the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon were two Jews fighting over a nickel. Where's the big meteor hole in the ground? Is that in Arizona? You guys not study? Isn't it Arizona or is it New Mexico? Where they have like the big meteor hole in the ground?
It's Arizona.
Right? And isn't that where...
Northern Arizona desert.
Yeah, like you should be thinking...
when was that created?
Captain America. Like, didn't they film a scene there with Stan Lee?
You talking about the Behringer crater?
That's it. Yeah, right there. That's from a meteor. How big was that son of a bitch? Look at the size of that. Yeah, the meteor crater in New Mexico. And then the other story that I got wrapped up in yesterday, the dude in Florida, Royal Palm Beach, down by West Palm Beach, who just got charged with attempted murder. He went to a Wendy's, hit the drive-thru, placed his order, pulled up to the window. The person working the window, the drive-thru person, gave him his drink and then turned around to like get the rest of his order and make the change and everything. While the person wasn't paying attention, but was doing their job with the window open, he reaches in the back seat of the car, throws a 3.5-foot alligator through the window into the restaurant.
Do we know why he did that?
His parents said he's just a prankster.
That's a prank?
He's a prankster. He's always doing stupid, funny stuff like that.
Fire in the hole's old.
He's always doing stuff like that. I think they tried to say that like he has a friend that works there, and so he was trying to screw with his friend. His friend wasn't working the drive-thru. Could you imagine? First of all, number one, how do you get it in your car? Number two, how do you just reach behind you and grab a 3.5-foot alligator and throw it in through a fast food restaurant? And they have pictures of it in the restaurant.
Oh, my God.
But he's being charged with attempted murder.
Yes.
Because that thing could kill somebody.
He said he just found it driving along the road?
Oh, that's right. Found it on the side of the road, grabbed it, threw it in his car, moron, and then took it to the... I feel confident saying that's something I will never do. Just pick up an alligator on the side of the road, put it in his car, took it to the Wendy's and threw it through the drive-thru window.
The gator is okay.
I would tish my pants. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Diane.
More and more states, I think there are at least 8 now that say that they are getting regular gas prices down in the area of just over $1 per gallon. I think the lowest one that I just saw on Gas Buddy this morning said to be in Oklahoma City, $1.11.
Holy God.
But looking like DC Metro, somewhere about $1.65. Of course, your Costco's and stuff,
sure.
And your discounts, you get it cheaper. $1.40 in the Richmond area, $1.42 in New Orleans, but they said that there are at least 8 states that are now hovering right around that $1.20, $1.30 mark.
God, I'd love to be in New Orleans today.
It to,
holy crap.
Go lower. Did Solange find her ring?
I'm sorry?
Beyonce's sister.
Right.
She was throwing beads and she lost her
I have not been tracking that. I was all over the guy who got taken out by the meteorite.
She lost her diamond ring.
Oh, then the answer is no. She did not get that back. You're not getting that back.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to put it out there.
Okay, and now I'm looking for it and keeping it.
Oh, that's
I'm not
worth a lot
giving
of
that
money.
back. I'm drunk.
Record number of shark attacks on humans for 2015. Latest numbers say as many as 98 attacks on humans were recorded worldwide last year. That includes 6 fatalities. But they said that the way that the attacks seem to be having, we've used to seeing them like in the Outer Banks, North Carolina, and
further north
south,
now.
but
Further
north
right.
is where the problems
Warmer waters
are continuing to be. It is Tuesday before Valentine's Day, and this is the day I guess you're more likely to get dumped than any other day of the year.
Oh, no kidding.
She's all right. I don't want to spend any money on her.
Hell no.
Keep that in mind. And now your fitness tracker may know if you're pregnant before you do. Did you see the story? There was a guy on Reddit who posted he thought that there was some sort of weird malfunction going on with his wife's fitness tracker because it was looking at her like resting heart rate. And normally, I don't know what she was, but she was like at least like 100 some points higher, I guess.
Right.
Or was it 100 points higher or 110?
Right.
And she's like, it's not like I'm exerting myself. What the hell's going on? Turns out she was pregnant. That's why her heart rate was
No
higher.
kidding. I gotta get one.
A statue of Lemmy going to be built in front of his favorite bar, the Rainbow Bar and Grill on Sunset Boulevard.
That's awesome.
In West Hollywood. It's parade time for the Denver Broncos to celebrate their Super Bowl win. 303 Big Head Todd and the Monsters will be playing as part of the celebration today. LaShawn McCoy back in Philly over the weekend where he got into a fight with some off-duty police officers, apparently because their table was served with their bottle service before his was.
Right.
That led to
LaShawn McCoy.
That led to a big fight.
Right.
Who cares? You'll get it in a minute.
LaShawn McCoy cares.
So a couple of the officers ending up with broken ribs. So he's in trouble there. Caps have a 3-game road trip that starts tonight in Nashville against the Predators. Knicks firing their head coach Derek Fisher after losing their 5th game in a row. Their first game under their new coach will be tonight when they play the Wizards at Madison Square Garden. And I guess there's some big NASCAR announcement today.
What is the, it's all business related.
Yeah, the charter system.
Yeah, I mean, is that anything that I need to know about?
It may help in terms of the health of the sport.
Right. Is it like revenue sharing?
It needs, there's a lot of elements that have been discussed.
Right.
Once they release this today, this plan, well, let's get into it tomorrow.
Okay. All right. I'll do that.
That's
6-8. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Oh, is this me?
Yes, it is. Who are you?
Oh, my name's Justin.
Justin, how are you, sir?
I am excellent.
This isn't drunk Justin, is it?
No, I'm on my way to class right now.
Oh, very good. Hey, where do you go to school?
George Mason.
Oh, very good. All right, so
that doesn't sound like someone who's educated. So I'm not drunk Justin.
No, drunk Justin. Well, no, we talked about drunk Justin. He's all angry. He's a hater, Diane.
And he went to Rhode Island. Thank you very much.
Did he really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I know he went to see the Struts. He's not in the video. What's up? Anyway. No, come on, Justin, be an adult. Listen, I'm going to give you a pair of tickets. I'm going to send you to go see Modest Mouse and Brand New. They are in concert together. You will see them on Tuesday, July the 12th.
Oh, perfect. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, no, that should be pretty good. Hey, while I got you on the phone real quick, do you suffer from OIC?
I do not. I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. All right, you're going to hold on 1 second, and then Kaylee will hop on the phone with you, okay?
All right, thank you.
You got it, dude. Hold tight 1 second. Kaylee, will you do me a favor? I'm trying to find somebody who suffers from OIC.
Don't be sorry.
You said it.
OIC. I need somebody who suffers from that. And now, do you remember, Diane, what part of the Super Bowl did I not see?
Halftime?
No, I watched halftime. What did I miss? Most of the
commercials. Most of the play.
Second quarter.
Okay.
Most of the second quarter I missed. No, because one of the kids got sick.
Oh.
So I missed most of the second quarter. So yesterday, when I was reading about an ad that had run during the Super Bowl, I was like, I didn't see this ad. And then when I was reading about it, it aired during the second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't feel bad that I didn't see it. But I don't feel like it came up, really, when we were talking about, or did it? When we were talking about commercials and stuff from the Super Bowl yesterday.
Yeah.
Did it come up or did it just not register with me? Oh, I haven't even said what it is. The guy, it's a black and white commercial, and it starts with a guy sitting at the counter, like having a cup of coffee, and then like he looks over, you hear a toilet flush, and he looks over his shoulder.
Yes.
And sees a guy who walks out and puts the newspaper under his arm, and he's all like, well, I finished my job here.
That was a weird scene because it was like he was coming out of the restaurant bathroom with the newspaper under his arm.
Right.
You know what he just did.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
he's walking up to the table of presumably all of his colleagues like, all right, now I'm ready to have this meeting.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. But I didn't see that commercial when it aired.
I think Diane and I made it very clear we saw it.
Yes.
Right. Did it stick out when it aired? It is
I don't know,
in
maybe
black
it was
and white.
maybe because it was black and white. I don't know. I noticed it because I didn't know it was a thing.
We said yesterday too. It felt like 2 minutes. It was so long.
Oh, that's the one that you were talking about. Like, how long was that by?
And
now.
Diane said that he kept walking by prunes.
Right, he walked by prunes. Exactly.
Or like a toilet paper display. I don't remember. It was all the references to dumping.
Right. Now, do you know what it was for?
Well, that's because I had never heard that term before.
OIC.
Opioid-induced constipation. And it's like, that's what they explain.
It may be the single most important, that in the Helen Mirren commercial for Don't Drink. No, I'm being serious.
Okay.
For Don't Drink and Drive, and the OIC commercial. Those two may have been the two most important commercials that ran during the Super Bowl.
Because that's increasing awareness so people don't know they have OIC, but now are thinking about that they do.
A lot of people suffer from it, but it doesn't get any run. Poor choice of words. It doesn't get any play. But people who suffer from OIC, opioid-induced constipation, and by the way, I've mentioned this in passing, not by its name, but I get that if I take Vicodin.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's common with painkillers. It's common with a lot of antibiotics, isn't it?
What is the most, what drug do we hear that has become so commonplace now that essentially everybody's doing it?
Heroin.
Thank you. Heroin users, morphine users, prescription pain relievers like OxyContin and Vicodin. Add on top of that abusers.
Mm-hmm.
And they start running through all the figures of how high the heroin rate is, how high the morphine rate is, how high W18 is new, which is like 10 times more powerful than morphine, how high that use is becoming. People who are using and abusing OxyContin, Percocet, Vicodin. Everybody in the world is on painkillers. Oh, I hurt my back, I hurt my leg, this hurts, that hurts, whatever it is. Everybody gets a prescription for painkillers. So they were saying the fact that this commercial airs and everybody's like, hey, what the F was that? That it may have been one of the most important commercials that ran during. Now, I didn't see it when it aired. I also don't suffer from OIC.
But you said occasionally if you take.
No, occasionally. Like if I take a Vicodin, like on a Saturday.
Even one?
Oh, yeah.
Has that effect?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, ask anybody. Ask anybody. But if you don't, by the way, what is the doctor definition? They probably call it the medical definition of constipation.
I think it
by
differs
people. I don't miss a morning and go, well, I'm constipated. You know what I mean? Like your schedule is off. But what's the clinical definition of constipation?
I can't tell you.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. And you've got a high volume of retained, what are you?
A large amount of retained stool without obstruction.
Right, so you're not constipated.
We hear it every morning.
Right, but you're not constipated.
You just like me to repeat it.
But think of everybody that's on heroin.
Yep.
Think of I'm being serious.
What? I know. It's an epidemic.
The number's astounding.
I know.
The number of people on heroin.
I know. Just the way you said it is odd.
Oh, but it's a tremendous amount of people. Think of everybody that's on painkillers. What were we just talking about the other day where somebody was like, oh, I take 100 pills a day?
Yeah.
Oh, we were talking about Jim McMahon.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, that's nothing. I take 120 pills a day.
Think of him.
Or a month, rather, excuse me.
Estimated up to 90% of patients with chronic pain receive opioids,
and they suffer from OIC.
Yeah.
If you are on opioids, do you have OIC? Does everybody who does heroin, everybody who does morphine, everybody who's on opioids, does everybody get OIC, or is it just a percentage that don't?
The incidence of OIC estimated anywhere from 40 to 90%
of opioid users.
Mm-hmm. Quoting here,
we got to put out a softener.
Opioids affect the entire gut, from your mouth to your anus. That's what it says. So it's like it can get you anywhere. Can cause you GERD,
right?
You know, diagnosis of opioid-induced constipation.
By the way, look at this. Are these all my OICs? I'm telling you, you'd never heard of it. You guys were making fun of the commercial yesterday.
Fewer than 3 bowel movements per week.
Fewer than 3? Are you on opioids?
Nope.
You're fewer than 3. Correct?
Sure.
No, I'm asking, Diane.
That's a lifelong problem.
Yeah, no. But you're fewer than 3. In a week? Ooh. Do you know how miserable I would be to be around? What kind of pain is associated with that?
I mean, it's like they said, it's the whole tract.
Are you painful?
No.
This would be a rough way for her to discover the root of her problem.
It's
like when Al Roker had the
it's like at least you get a little fun out of it.
You might want to get a follow-up.
Oh, is this
Roker.
where he pooped his pants at the White House?
No.
This was serious.
No,
where
remember?
Al and Matt went in for the
right.
live prostate exam.
And they were making
came
fun
out.
jokes, and then they told Al, you might want to get a follow-up. Where am I going, Kaylee? What'd you say, 3 or less a week?
Fewer than 3, yes.
So that's 2 a week.
Yeah, or 3, yeah.
Oh, my God. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hi, this is Carol.
I pity the fool. Yes, what is your name?
Carol?
Oh, Carol. Yes, go ahead. What can I do for you, Carol?
I just wanted to tell you a quick story. I broke my ankle about a year ago, and I was on so much Percocet that I, happened to get this lovely infliction on me, and the first time I went to the bathroom about a week and a half.
Ma'am.
You're not allowed to say.
Let's.
Just to tell you how bad it is. I won't go any further.
Thank you.
If you get the idea.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. But a week and a half? Like, isn't that really painful?
It was, yeah, absolutely. I mean,
I'm not talking about the actual act when it finally happened, but just leading up to it.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, for me, it was, you get, the stomach cramps and everything like that, and all you want to do is go to the bathroom.
Right.
So it was pretty painful and misery. I wish, this drug was out when I had that drug,
Right. No, I hear you. And you, and what pills were you on?
Percocet.
Yeah, no, Percocet will do it. And I'm telling you, I know my system very, very well. And if I take a Vicodin on like Saturday night, I know on Sunday I'm a mess.
Absolutely.
So think how little it takes. And now get people that are popping them every couple hours.
Yeah.
Well, then also the thing I was thinking about, I was like, what? This is kind of promoting, I don't know, opiate use, of drugs. So let's help everybody who's on Oxy and Vicodin, let's help them take a dump.
And there's so many people. And that's what they were saying. That's what the whole commercial was for, is you don't realize how many people suffer from OIC.
Yeah, I think that's just part of this, this country to solve everything with pills. I mean, but that's a whole other argument. But
tell you what, they're not solving.
Yeah,
your ability to remove waste from your system.
Absolutely.
A week and a half.
There's that.
I don't even feel like. Thank you, Carol. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Whew. I don't even. I can't imagine. I can't imagine a week and a half. How much pain? I don't even know how you would walk upright.
Especially with your habit.
But think back. The last time I can remember where I wasn't on my regular schedule was when we were in New Orleans.
And it threw you off. But you're sort of a study in contrast, though, because a few moments ago you said that you know your system very well.
Oh, incredibly well.
But you drive around with toilet paper in your car.
Yeah. Well, the same way that...
That's not normal.
No, but the same way that sometimes if I take a Vicodin, I will
drive.
I'll definitely drive. Right. No, but my system will alter the same way sometimes you stop the flow of traffic, sometimes you can't stop the flow of traffic. That could be from, obviously it's not from an opioid or heroin, but sometimes...
So you're saying what you know is that?
Yes. I know there's going to be occasion where I just have to pull the car over.
Okay. Well, thank you for clarifying. I'm sorry I brought it up.
No. But, I mean, the same way I know that if I take a Vicodin, I'm not going to. There are times where, and I don't know what triggers it, soft serve, where I know you're going to have to open the front door and the back door and use them as a shield.
One would argue, don't order that.
I wouldn't order that, but I don't know what the next
soft serve is,
right?
The quesalupa.
The last
that would
time
be
was,
it. That would be the grand FU from Taco Bell.
Wouldn't it?
Talk crap about our food.
No, but like sometimes you just get something. I had wings not too long ago. I had to do that. Where am I going, Kaylee? I eat wings all the time.
Was it a different seasoning?
No,
sriracha.
No, but sometimes the cooking surface. You don't know. Hi, Elliot in the morning. Can the record state I'm the one who's trying to be mature here? Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Yeah, my mom's actually a rep for that company, and that's one of her drugs.
Wait, which one?
The OIC commercial.
Oh, yeah, and they talk about like some different medication that you could take. So she's a rep for that company?
Yeah.
And I bet she's busy as hell.
Yeah, it's picking up. She says, it's definitely geared more towards, post-major surgery or even minor surgery rather than recreational drugs.
No, but you know what? You're absolutely right. But think about it. When you come out of surgery, what's the first thing that they tell you? Well, obviously, they make sure that you're fine. They get you your orders, and they send you home on pain management medication. Always.
Oh, true.
Always. So, yeah,
it
could be recreational, but it's no different. And I understand what you're saying, where as a drug rep, that she's working out of a hospital, somebody comes out of surgery, they send you home, and they're like, hey, listen, we just ripped your knee apart, we ripped your shoulder apart, we sewed up your arm, whatever it is. You're going to experience some pain once everything wears off. Here's some Vicodin, some Percocet, some Oxy, whatever it is to control your pain. Take it every couple of hours. Well, what you're not doing every couple of hours is taking care of your insides.
I don't think you're supposed to go every couple of hours.
Well, then you can't live at the Siegel House.
Okay. Well, everybody has different habits.
1, 2, 3, 4.5 yesterday.
I'm not even asking.
Time for a break.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What's that?
That's a network break.
Network break.
Yeah.
Network break. All right, let me do this. I thought you meant like Carol.
How many pens does that guy have from his mom that say OIC is different.com? I'll hold. People might think I hold a pen odd, but I kind of want to hide this. It's my mom. My mom's job is she.
Kaylee, will you ask these people to hold, please?
She has
they've been holding for days.
Rolling suitcase.
That's funny. All right, if you're on hold, don't go anywhere. I will talk to you next.
Elliot in the morning.
866 to Elliot. 866-235-5468. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, how you doing? This is Chris from Southern Maryland.
Hey, Chris from Southern Maryland. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Man, I just want to say this is the ultimate hustle. It's like, it's a great upsell. It's like you got to buy ethanol fuel, but then you got to buy the treatment to treat the ethanol. So, I know people that are going to the doctor getting painkillers for a cramp, finger cramps, toe cramps.
Right.
So it's like, okay, well, you're going to need this to go with that. It's just the ice cream that goes with the entree. You know
I got you.
mean?
No, I totally get you. I totally get what you're saying. By the way, like, is there like a street hustle for like what do you take if you're constipated? Like laxatives, right?
Yeah.
Is there a street hustle for laxatives?
I'm sure there is somewhere.
Like in combo, if if you've got like somebody peddling you
Let's
Percocet or
yeah, right. Let's say Tyler and I are dealers, right? And Tyler is dealing heroin to people, or just pills, some kind of opioid, right? Morphine. So Tyler's like, hey, bro, and then hooks him up with his sale. Do I come by like 15 minutes later and go, hey, by the way, I'm dealing laxatives.
if you need that, you need this.
Right. No, and you don't want to do it together. But like a little bit later on, I come by. It's like they always give you salty chips at a restaurant so that you order something to drink. Mm-hmm. Same thing. Tyler's selling you the morphine.
Little different.
And then I come by later and I'm like, hey, I got lax. And they know what I'm talking about.
There's got to be some better like street name for it.
Who needs mover? Who needs mover? Oh, what am I going to call it? No, but you know what I mean? Like, that would be a really smart street hustle.
I would get a different partner.
Why?
No, you.
Oh, what, then you? Well, I'm just saying, it's somebody sells the heroin, somebody sells the lax.
I get nervous walking by ticket scalpers.
Okay, Tyler, yes, you could not be
yes.
a
Okay, I'm just
dealer.
saying, I get if you go back to that.
Right.
And revisit it, I'm saying, I'm not doing anything. I just don't want to be walking near them.
I was using you as the example.
But it should have been someone else.
Someone
shady.
Do you get nervous? Do you get nervous at the guys who are trying to give you the free hats?
Like
and then it turns into a scam?
The beanies?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've never seen them for free. I've seen them charge.
Oh, no. Free. Hey, you want a free hat? Yeah. Well, that's going to cost you.
Then what are you paying for?
I don't know. I just give them the hat back.
Okay.
I don't want to pay anything. I just wanted to move on. Where am I going, Kaylee? By the way, you know what Kaylee told me during the break? She has never, in her entire life, birth to today.
I got really nervous.
What?
With bird.
Oh, no. Oh.
Like Drew.
No. Has never taken a painkiller. She's so afraid that because like sometimes it'll say will make you nauseous.
There's the dependence. She's know so much about dependency. That's scary.
No, but hers isn't out of a fear of dependency. That would be somebody like me. Hers, though, is that she's so afraid that it's going to make her nauseous and she's going to vomit, and she hates vomiting so much, she's afraid to take like a Percocet.
Even when you had like your heel issues and you were in the boot? No?
Wouldn't take any of them.
Wait, what's the definition of a painkiller? Like, where's the cutoff where it's like goes from just pain relief
Not
to
like
painkiller?
ibuprofen.
No, I've never taken one either.
You've never taken a Vicodin, a Percocet?
No.
Really?
I've taken ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Ibuprofen is not a painkiller. To me. I mean, medically, I don't know if it gets listed as that. I mean, I know that you could get like some really high-powered...
It's a pain... Well, I mean...
I have some high-powered ibuprofen that I'm almost out of. I really would like that refilled.
My 800 milligram.
Oh, I'm way above that. It's so good. And
Has Kaylee taken that?
What? Have you taken like an 900 milligram ibuprofen pill? But I think the makeup, the compound of it wouldn't classify as an opioid.
Oh, yeah, so I'm in the same boat then.
How have you never taken a painkiller?
I've never needed to. Out of recreation actual...
Has it ever been prescribed and you just chose not to take it?
No.
Oh. Will both of you do me a favor that if you ever get prescribed it and you don't want to take it, to please give it to me? I've taken friends' pills. What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
I mean, I know they say you shouldn't.
Right.
But whatever. Oh.
Hey, Dugat.
Taking them now.
Dugat pills?
Dugat.
Oh, that's really got do. This one's a got do situation. You got? I'll do. All right, got do.
Where am I going? Line 5? Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hi, this is Anna.
Wait, hold on, Anna. Diana, you've taken a painkiller.
But I try not to.
Why? They
Because
prescribe them for a reason.
I know, but I never take the maximum. I usually take like half a dose.
Why?
Because I get worried that I'll like them too much.
You will. But you don't feel any pain. Hence, they're painkillers. That's fantastic.
Yeah, like I remember how great Percocet was.
Oh, it's one of the greatest inventions of all time.
But yeah, I don't like to take it if I don't need it. I don't want to take it just to take it. I like to hold those.
With a beer?
No.
Wait, like, Dan said remembered how
Wait, hold on,
good,
line 5.
Remembers how good Percocet was.
Right.
When was that, in a lost weekend? Like, what are you referring to?
No, when I had my gallbladder out.
Right.
And it was, your stomach is very painful.
Right.
And I remember, like, Percocet that week was phenomenal.
Yes.
Because it was great, because I was like, hey, can't drive, come pick me up, you know.
But you were still having them? You were still afraid to take the whole dose?
No, I think I was full dosing back then.
Right.
Which is
why
maybe
was somebody
why.
picking you up?
Because if I wanted, I couldn't drive.
Oh, because of the gallbladder.
Yeah. No, I couldn't. Well, more so because of all the painkillers I was on.
Oh, whatever. But, like, have you ever taken NyQuil?
Yes.
So, like, you know,
That's
like.
not an opioid.
I'll wait. I was going to finish my thought.
Mm.
You know how, like, you feel like crap and you take NyQuil and it just puts you right to sleep and you feel great?
I always make sure I get, like, the non-drowsy.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
I've swallowed a Vicodin with NyQuil.
But what about for nighttime? You won't take the nighttime stuff?
No. Like, I've taken NyQuil.
No, it's the best time.
Like
regular
NyQuil.
NyQuil.
But they NyQuil, they have some that's like non-drowsy.
Non-drowsy,
NyQuil.
right.
Yeah, I always
That's
do
for
that.
work.
No,
right.
Dayquil. It would be the work
Right.
version.
No, it's like Dayquil in that it's non-drowsy.
So, but I've never taken anything other than, well,
alcohol.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've passed out.
No, but that's not a drug.
But I've never taken anything to kick back and just, enter my slumber.
Oh, sometimes you don't even need to enter slumber. Sometimes just to, like, chill out on the couch.
I've never done that.
Man.
Well, you also like Quaaludes.
Oh. By the way, you want to calm everything down in the world? Quaaludes and a Corona?
Just one.
Landrex and a Corona. Landrex and Jack Daniels. That was awesome. They were really Mandrex, but we got them from Lander, so they were Landrex. You would open his freezer, and honestly, it looked like it was like bubble wrap in there. Oh, so good. Those used to come from Mexico. Where am I going? Line 7. Oh, I didn't go to line 5. Can I go get her? Hi, are you there?
Yes, sir. This is me.
Yeah, sorry about that. I put you on hold again. What can I do for you?
That's okay. I was just going to say I've been using pain medication long-term for almost 10 years. But my doctors also prescribe me stool softeners every time I get a refill, so I don't have to deal with the OIC as much.
Yeah, no, but that's like that's what the guy was saying earlier. It's like ice cream with dinner, where you get one and then you have to get the other to go with it.
Well, yeah, pretty much you have to, because if you're taking 3 different pain medicines for that long, they have to do something for you.
What are you taking?
I had Lortab. I would take morphine capsulated release. So, like, I would have to take it every 12 hours. I took the morphine for almost 6 years straight.
Right.
And then I tried to take myself off of it because I didn't enjoy doing that for so long. So now I just do the Lortab for breakthrough pain, and I just kind of do what I can and take the Flexeril, the muscle relaxers.
Oh, sure. Muscle relaxers are fantastic, too. By the way, when you were taking morphine for 6 years, the only thing that I could think of would be like trying to pass a bowling ball.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. But that's why I'm saying.
The slow softeners become a must, though, because if you don't take them, then you're really
you're
in
screwed.
trouble.
You're screwed. Thank you. By the way, but that's what I mean. So many people are on pain medication. So many people are on heroin. So many people are on morphine. That commercial that aired and everybody was like, well, this is ridiculous. May have been the biggest commercial that ran during may have been the commercial that impacted the most people during the Super Bowl. Followed by Helen Mirren. Am I not saying her name right? It's Helen Mirren, right?
Yeah. What do you think you're saying?
No, I didn't know if I was getting her first name right. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing, Elliot?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to call in and tell you a little bit about why Movantik is on the market versus, you got the stool softener and the laxative, but these people, when they get bound up in the intestine, if you're taking a stool softener, it doesn't mean you're going to go. So some of them might go a little bit, and that's for
well, doesn't
laxative.
it also depend, like, especially with like a softener? Why can't I have this conversation without Diane giving me a look? No, but I'm being serious. Especially with like a softener, is if you think of your body as plumbing, the softener is really only going to affect the drain. This could be coming from a clog in the wall, if you will.
Well, another big thing is that people will take the fiber laxatives. So if you're not going and then you take and you bulk, and now you just got like a big, as you said earlier, bowling ball in your intestines.
Right.
So that can also lead to perforation in the bowel, obstruction, a lot of big issues. So a lot of these people need this medication so that they just go normally versus, if you've ever taken a laxative and you have to stand by the toilet for the whole day, there's a little bit of better option for those people.
Can I ask you 2 questions, doctor?
Yes.
Number one,
Yeah.
Perforation of the bowel can kill you, correct?
Definitely, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you're talking about just putting toxins.
Sepsis, right?
Yeah. Your body becomes septic. Number 2.
Ma'am, have you ever had to step on the brakes that hard? From your giggle to Elliot's question about the fatal nature of the issue? My God.
Number 2.
Screeching halt.
I've never taken a laxative.
That's a great problem to have.
No, but I'm saying, like you said, like stand by the toilet. Is taking a laxative that what's the word I'm looking for? Like, is it that, like,
I think it can be.
Am I triggering? You know what I mean? Like, is it like, oh, I took it and whoa, like I've never taken a laxative.
Well, like for some people that are like chronically constipated, they go on a laxative and it doesn't do much for them, but they're not supposed to be taken more than a week if you look on the back of the box. So you're only supposed to take it for about 7 days, and then you're supposed to consult your physician if you are not going for, that long of a time. So it's a serious issue. But yes, for some people, they take that. It's stimulating and irritating the bowel.
Right.
And then they're just constantly, you just got to stand by and, stand on hold for the rest of the day or, among other things, bring a change of pants to work because you don't know what's going to happen.
I have toilet paper in the car.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
You have extra undies, too,
don't you? Well, they're extra. I don't know that I would wear them, but yes, they are extra. Wait, hold on. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem.
Hey, you got it. Have you ever taken a laxative?
No.
I haven't either. Diane?
Of course.
Have you really?
I mean, they give them to you after you have a baby.
Do they really? Just to kind of get you going again?
Yeah.
Do they work? Am I eating a blizzard at that point?
No. I mean,
so I'm not racing
home.
home.
It's you taking a pill.
I know, but I know what the intended result is.
Yeah. I don't think you have to like immediately veer off to the nearest,
30 minutes?
I would say no.
Longer than that or shorter than that?
Longer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Kaylee, have you ever taken a laxative? No. So you've never taken anything. And you've never smoked pot. Oh, that you have. You've never done anything harder than that. Nope. Diane can't say that. Line 5.
Brandy, by the way, on Facebook.
Oh, yes, Brandy.
When she worked at a pharmacy, people would steal the laxatives.
I believe that.
And sell them on the street.
I mean, if you
so there is a street hustle for laxatives.
They caught one guy who said $10 a pop.
For a laxative?
Yeah.
How much is a box? Like if you go in and you buy, what's the famous laxative? X-Lax.
Yeah.
If you go in and buy X-Lax, how much is a box of that? Because if you're getting $10 a pill for laxatives, I'm on the street. Screw working. By the way, I don't think it's illegal to peddle X-Lax.
Looks like it's $5. Well, these are the chocolate ones. $5 for 24 pieces.
Yeah. I'll sell that on the street.
Break it off.
Hi, Elliot in the morning. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi. Who's this?
This is Tom. I live in northwestern Virginia. I work at one of the main hospitals in Virginia. And we've had people that have tried to detox using laxatives, and they've actually overdosed and ended up with deaths and internal organ damage and neurological damage as well.
Wait, you said OD'd from laxatives?
Yeah, they've taken too much trying to detox themselves from opiates and opioids and have ended up in critical care and in intensive care.
And you said you work at a hospital?
Yes, sir.
Hey, don't like people, is it anorexia? Yeah, people with anorexia take a lot of laxatives at times, don't they?
Yeah, sometimes. But, I mean, as of recent, like within the past few months, we've had a few cases of heroin addicts trying to detox using them, and they go into Costco and they'll buy them in bulk and just take a whole bunch of them and then end up dying or on their deathbed at least.
Hey, so let me, working in a hospital, like, do you guys see a lot of IOC or deal with a lot of IOC cases?
I'm not
aware.
See.
I see. Sorry.
I'm not aware.
Oh, okay. But you've heard of that before? People like on heroin and painkillers and stuff, they can't go bathroom?
Yeah, no, it definitely causes constipation. Opioids and opiates cause constipation. That's a known fact.
Right.
Yeah, and it can be, you can get fecal infections and things like that, and, you can die from that.
Yeah, no, you turn toxic to yourself.
Absolutely.
All right, doctor, I appreciate it. Thank you, my friend.
You too, buddy. Have a good one.
Sounds like Kaylee is practicing Scientology.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, she won't take any medication.
Rude.
No birthdays.
No, you celebrate birthdays in Scientology.
What am I thinking of? Jehovah's Witnesses.
My friend Melissa Herzog was a Jehovah's Witness. She was beautiful, and she couldn't celebrate being like homecoming queen or anything. You know what we didn't know about Melissa Herzog back then? Lesbian. Where am I going? 8? Wait, now what? Hold on, line 8. Hold on. In high school, we bet my friend $1 he couldn't drink a little bottle of X-Lax without using the bathroom within 30 minutes. We lost. He was fine. But in the morning, emoji. Hi, Elliot, in the morning. I didn't hit a button.
What?
There we go. Hi, Elliot, in the morning.
Put it out there.
You're having a hard time tonight.
Hi, hello.
Hello, is this me on the line?
I'm sorry, say again?
Is this me on the line? This is Franklin?
Yes, go ahead, Franklin.
Hey, so something that you guys were talking about earlier with the NyQuil and opiates, that's another big problem. So prescription cough medicine is usually codeine, like it's a real drug.
Oh, sure.
But these over-the-counter ones you can buy uses it's called dextromethorphan, which it's not an opiate, but it's really similar, not only in cough relieving, but you can abuse it. So there's things like middle school kids or people who can't get a prescription.
Right.
They just buy like tons of this like NyQuil and stuff like that and take it all at once.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's possible to have like hallucinations and like you can get like actually high off of it.
I feel like we've really strayed away from the OIC.
No, but you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. All right, dude. Hey, listen, I appreciate the phone call. Thank you, my friend. By the way, every line is full. Heroin abusers.
Painkillers.
But you see what I mean? I wish I would have seen that commercial when it aired. I'd have been all about this.
It was hard to miss.
Yeah, but I didn't see it.
No, I know.
I didn't see it.
It's not like you didn't pay attention.
Yeah, no. I didn't
have it on.
I had no idea. But they said in terms of impacting people, it may have been the single biggest ad.
Impact, to change the word.
Having relevance to people, that it may have been the single biggest commercial that aired during the Super Bowl. That's amazing.
That and Puppy Monkey Baby. And Shock Top. And with Wedge and TJ.
Oh, exactly. By the way, TJ will be on with us in an hour. We'll talk to TJ Miller. All right, I got to do this. I got to get into a break. I feel like I'm running late, aren't I? Yeah. Kaylee, will you do me a favor? Your school is Mount St. Mary's, your alma mater. Will you find me somebody that either A, goes to Mount St. Mary's, or somebody that graduated from, like you, that graduated from Mount St. Mary's, or that was one of the rabbits that's been eliminated? I'll take them too. 866-2-ELLIOT, 866-235-5468.
Elliot in the morning.
Elliot, Ricardo.
Ricardo, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you. You went to the Mount?
I went to the Mount. I graduated in 2004, but I was just at the Mount 2 weekends ago at the Alumni Athletic Hall of Fame induction.
Oh, who did they induct?
A couple guys from the old soccer team, which we're trying to bring back as part of the Mount Soccer alumni. And lacrosse and softball.
Yeah, no, you're going to have to talk to President Simon Newman, and I bet he's going to put the old kibosh on that.
No, I did talk to him. I did, and he apologized to the entire panel that was there for the induction and the ceremony.
he came out and said that was the wrong words to use. But at the same time, he's trying to bring back the university who's in financial trouble based on the previous president who just put up buildings and put facades up and never took into account the financial aspect of the university.
So you like President Newman?
I do.
Why
He's a
is
straight shooter.
Why is I feel like everybody is so angry with him?
He is, because he's a business guy, and when you're in business, you're a little bit more direct when it comes to how you use your words. At a university, specifically a Catholic one, they're a little bit different. And it's a tight-knit community.
Right.
He knows that.
Right.
So he's ruffling feathers up there to bring the finances back. And that's affecting some of the faculty. That's affecting some of the students. And the information that you have there from numerous articles, that was actually secondhand. It wasn't even a person that was at the meeting.
Wait, but hold on, back up a second. Didn't he, like this all, I feel like this all kind of started when he got into, and listen, I spent 6 weeks in university. But I guess it all started when talking about student retention levels.
Right.
And I guess that in order to increase student retention levels, which I guess is a positive thing for a university, you want a high student retention level, is that he was telling professors and teachers and administration, hey, listen, we need to just weed out 20 to 25 additional students per class, and that will let us know that our retention level will be higher. And when they were like, okay, but how do you want to do that? He was like, you could just kind of tell. It's just like bunnies. You take them out, you put a Glock to their head, and you pull the trigger.
Yeah, like I said, the wording was a little bit incorrect, but you do need to increase retention levels, both for, they get state funding because they're in the state of Maryland, so they get some state funding. And every state does this. They get money.
Right.
But
wasn't the issue, though, that, well, number one, it was that he was just referring to them as rabbits that they were just going to take out and shoot, and who cares? And then number two, wasn't the problem also that they weren't really going through and doing it other than just based on gut as to who would be there or wouldn't be there?
I think they were trying to do a specific survey. Now, the facts of the survey, I'm not pretty sure. It wasn't on gut. They were trying to use some type of personality survey. It wasn't Myers-Briggs, something that's out there to get students, to see where they are. But it from what I could tell, it was more, hey, let's do this, and people got upset about it. Now, the terminology, definitely people got upset.
Right.
Maybe could have used something better.
Yeah, but he's a business guy. I mean, look, yesterday you had a business guy running for president called Ted Cruz a pussy.
There you go.
It
Everybody
happens.
got mad at him.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
But now let me ask you this though: why? So why is everybody? And then he fired 2 people who spoke up against him yesterday or the day before.
The provost. I think the provost resigned, which came out in the Baltimore Sun. Now, whether he resigned or he got fired, I don't know.
Forced out.
Forced out. Okay.
Yeah. And then you had a professor that was tenured, which I always thought that was hard to fire a tenured professor. But a tenured professor was fired for, wait, hold on, they said here. Recent actions that clearly justify your termination of employment. But it was for speaking out against him just wanting to just axe students based on that survey.
Yeah, it could be that way. That's why he got pushed out. But let's say you take over a company or a new administration.
Wait, can I hit pause for a second? Can I hit
Sure.
pause? What is a should I know what a provost is? I don't know what a provost does.
I don't know the exact terminology.
It's just an administrator.
Oh, okay.
Near the top of
so
the
it's like an assistant
totem
principal.
pole.
So like if the president is the principal, a provost is like the assistant principal.
A senior administrative officer.
Okay, yeah, the assistant principal. Like a who? A dean. Oh, okay.
Not all our deans weren't provost. I will say at Georgetown.
I don't even know any of them. Anyway, yes, but he got rid of that teacher for speaking out against him.
Well, they were having issues already because they were starting to change things around as far as tenure at the university. And anytime you do that at any university, everybody in the faculty is going to speak up against you.
So let me ask you this: like when Kaylee's upset about what's going on at her school, like should I talk to her and go, "Come on, pull your head out"?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Oh, man.
So, but why? But like when you hear that other people from there are upset, you don't get it. You're like, what the hell's wrong with them?
No, I don't get it because the previous financial state or the current financial state of the university forces it to have to do something and make changes from a financial perspective, whether it be tenure, whether it be how many students they bring in, the retention rate, and just a new mentality. That's why I don't think it's now. Like I said, I agree with the wording. That might have been a bit harsh,
right?
But he apologized publicly. He apologized to the students, and I think it's time that move on.
Newman compared students to bunnies that should be drowned and have a Glock put to their heads. That's how he would get rid of them.
That, like I said, that is a bit harsh, but he did apologize for it.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
He didn't use the P word.
You know what?
Like he didn't use the P word in the election.
No, you're right. No, when you're right, you're right. I hear you there.
Right. So.
But this guy? Didn't he also I don't know. Like, I know student papers are a big deal on campuses, but didn't he F with the student paper or something like that?
Not that I'm aware of. I think they're allowed to print as they see fit as they move forward. So they don't get involved in that.
I thought they fired the administrator or something.
That I don't know. I didn't hear about that, so that would be news to me.
Oh, yeah. Kaylee's telling you should pull your head out.
So why is she upset?
Because she doesn't like that her school's becoming a farce.
A farce. No, they need to make changes. Otherwise, the school, is going to be in more financial trouble. They lost their credit rating. They lost their bond ratings 2-3 years ago. They need to get their financials in place.
Right.
They need to get that straightened out.
No, and you're right. And sometimes you bring in a big business guy like that, it's going to ruffle some feathers.
It is.
Right.
This guy is about, fixing the financial side of the house. He's a business finance guy. He was big into the fundraising aspect.
He's an outsider.
Exactly. He's not a Mount guy.
Right.
Which, as Kaylee knows, people that go to the Mount community, they're joined at the hip sometimes.
Right. Wait, hold on. Kaylee's yelling you something. What? That's why she says that's why everybody hates this guy.
That's why everybody hated the previous guy when he first came in, and that was when I was.
Kaylee said yes, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But it sounds like you guys need somebody that everybody likes.
Oh, that'll solve problems. Let's all give hugs and go bankrupt.
Okay. I can't
bunnies.
win.
Let's go to the University of Candyland.
That's right.
Yeah, no, it sounds like this guy is like Bain Capital.
Bain Capital.
Yeah, that's like the investment company that owns iHeart.
Right. No, he's not that harsh.
No, that's probably true. That's probably true. All right, dude. Hey, listen.
Well, I don't know that one. You would know that one better.
Oh, there's nobody that harsh. All right, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you, my friend.
No problem, Elliot. Thank you.
You got it, dude.
Kaylee.
She can't hear you. Her head's in her ass.
She said something like "go screw."
Do you like this guy is able to fire a tenured professor,
right?
Who, I don't know if it was publicly or behind closed doors, but at some point spoke out against the plan,
right?
Florida Atlantic has a guy harassing parents of a student that died at Sandy Hook.
Oh, right.
And they can't fire him.
Not a thing. They did finally get around to it.
Eventually, years later.
Right, but for years that went on. This guy's just upset that they don't like his new method. Out you go. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hi, is this me?
Yeah, hi. Who's this?
This is Erin.
Hi, Erin.
I went to the Mount. I'm a class of 2011.
Right, me too.
And, one of the reasons why alum are so upset is that we feel that this guy is not living up to the Mount ideals. We're a Catholic institution, and we feel like that comes above anything else.
What do you mean?
And go ahead.
What do you mean?
Well, the way that he's treating the students is obviously not the way that, a Catholic should. They come first, and you shouldn't weed out 20 to 25 students at the beginning of the year because you feel like they're going to fail. You can't tell who's going to fail in the first month of college. They could struggle the first couple of weeks and then end up doing really well. I went to school with a lot of them that did that.
Right.
And, to just say I'm going to weed out 20 to 25 students because I feel like the admissions counselor screwed up. I mean, that's not fair to the students. And one of the reasons why faculty were so upset is because, the faculty actually give a damn about the students. And, they feel like they were being forced to
pass judgment almost.
Right.
And that's just not what the faculty does. They actually care. I can't tell you how many times a lot of faculty would invite me over to their house for a Christmas dinner or go out for a beer.
Whoa.
What?
No, that just seems weird. Like, I know it's college, it's not like high school, but like going out with your teachers for Christmas dinner seems odd.
Well, it wasn't just me. I mean, they would invite the entire class.
Yeah, no. I understand what you're saying. So you don't like this guy, but you're not willing to accept an outsider.
Well, no, I was perfectly willing to give this guy a chance. In the beginning, he sounded like he was going to be really good for the school. But, he's been doing so much so quickly without any kind of transparency or input from people that it's making everyone really upset.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't give a goddamn what you think. He's there to solve a problem.
But he should care about what the alum think, because the alum are what fund the school.
Well, I don't know what to tell you there. All I know is that Kaylee gets so fired up with this guy.
Because it's personal to her.
Well, no, I understand that.
Yeah.
That I totally get. But she gets so... No, I don't say it like she's wrong, but she gets so angry. So angry with the dude.
It's like besmirching a family member.
Yeah. But isn't it fun? I mean, not funny. But now all I can think of is that guy who, the Sandy Hook dude. It took them years to get rid of him. Not this guy. No. You know what? You don't like them killing bunnies? Don't let the door hit you. Oh, you know what? It's a Catholic school where the good Lord split you. Mm-hmm. And then out they go. But yeah, he fired 2 of them this week.
He fired 3.
Wasn't one just demoted?
No, he fired the faculty advisor to the student newspaper. He fired the philosophy professor with tenure.
Right.
And then he fired a history professor. They locked him out of all of his Mount accounts, and he didn't know what was going on, and they requested a meeting with him, and a couple hours later he was fired.
Mean.
That's a dick move.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's one of the reasons why we're all upset.
Yeah, it's like Bain Capital.
That is.
That's exactly like Bain Capital. All right, very good. Listen, I appreciate the phone call. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You got it. Talk to you later. Let me do this. Let me take a quick break. We'll come back. Diane's got some news. After that, you get your tickets to see Walk the Moon and Mr. Wyatt.
Elliot in the morning.
Diane, let's get into some news, please.
New Hampshire officials expecting a record turnout today, despite less than desirable weather with heavy snows moving through the area. We already had John Kasich and Bernie Sanders win the first votes that were counted in New Hampshire.
What is it? Fudge Notch?
Dixville Notch.
Dixville Notch. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Good for Bernie, though, today. Emily Ratajkowski, the supermodel, was pictured on her Instagram account wearing a Bernie sweater.
Oh.
So that's your newest endorsement.
That is good.
Yeah. So he got the hot chick.
Good for him.
Bernie Sanders, though, needs to take a little bit of instruction from Donald Trump when it comes to making forceful statements as he's out on the campaign trail. Here is Bernie.
I hope at the end of tonight, New Hampshire will have told America that we are no longer accepting establishment politics or establishment economics.
No, I know he's still talking. Did you hear Trump call Cruz a pussy?
Diane!
That's what he said. Well, he was really repeating something from some woman in the audience, but that's what he said.
Can we play the clip? Can we play the clip, please? Please. Here we go.
She just said a terrible thing. You know what she said? Shout it out, because I don't want to... Okay, you're not allowed to say... And I never expect to hear that from you again. She said, I never expect to hear that from you again. She said he's a pussy. That's terrible. Terrible.
Get ready, Baton Rouge. He's coming your way on Thursday. Doors for the event at the Baton Rouge River Center open at 5. Event is set to start at 7 p.m. In Maryland, it looks as though today could be the day that some sort of decision is made on whether Adnan Syed, the man who is the center of the Serial podcast, is going to get a new trial. So I guess they're expecting the sides to make final arguments today, and then It remains to be seen whether or not the judge issues a ruling. It could be today. It could be a couple of days.
Yeah, no, it could take a little bit before you hear from the judge. You know, the sad part of that yesterday was what is her name?
Heyman Lee.
Heyman Lee. Her family released a statement.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially saying, I hope everybody's enjoying all the fun of the Serial podcast.
It doesn't change
what happened.
It doesn't change what happened to us.
We sat in the courtroom every single day.
Yeah, saying it's been really, really difficult for them to see such widespread public support
right.
for the man that they believe continues to be guilty. So we'll see what happens when the judge makes a ruling today, possibly today. From Pulaski, Virginia, the mother of the little boy who died in their property's septic tank.
Is this my Noah Thomas?
Yes. Ashley White is the mother. Her trial started yesterday, but they're saying jury trial is scheduled to take up to 5 days. It looks as though that is, as far as the selection, is going to be continuing. And then David Lavelle is the father of Nicole Lavelle, the girl who was killed in Blacksburg, Virginia, or believed to be killed by the two Virginia Tech students.
Right.
So I guess he already did a interview with Dr. Phil that is supposed to be airing tomorrow, but he came out with some interesting comments saying that he believes with all of his heart that his little girl Nicole would have fought like hell against anybody who was trying to harm her. And he even said, maybe that's because, when you see the mugshot of Natalie Keeper, she's got like what appears to be some sort of scratch on her face. He said that very possibly could have been a wound made by his daughter fighting for her life. So we'll see when the interview airs tomorrow on Dr. Phil. A man from Bristow, Virginia, pleading guilty to killing his rock climbing mentor with a claw hammer.
Dude, I read that story. Holy crap.
So 33-year-old David DiPaolo is set to be sentenced to anywhere from 10 to 15 years in prison, according to this plea. The man who was killed, 69-year-old Jeffrey Farrar, was killed back in December of 2013. They said he was very well known in that rock climbing community.
Correct.
He was Carter Rock Jeff, and everybody knew him. Now, for his part, the man who was in court yesterday, David DiPaolo, was saying, I'm sorry this happened. I didn't know it was going to happen. He initially fled to New York State.
He didn't know what was going to happen. He went to the car and got a hammer.
Well, that's what he's saying.
Went to the car and got a claw hammer, came back and bashed him about the head.
Saying that in front of the judge. But he ended up fleeing the area, fled to New York State, and was ultimately arrested in January of 2014. He told the police, he said, oh, no, Carter Rock Jeff was strangling me, and I had to...
Right, he tried to claim it was self-defense.
Claw hammer for self-defense. There are several rumors going around about this new iPhone. We may be seeing it not only in a rose gold, but also a hot pink color. We'll have to see when the new iPhones come out in March. Today is parade day for the folks in Denver, celebrating their big Super Bowl win. The Eagles releasing their wide receiver Riley Cooper yesterday after 6 seasons with the team.
Yeah, a lot of people think that's going to be the start of the Chip Kelly exodus, that guys that were there under Chip Kelly would be on their way out. So, we'll see. Hey, by the way, am I supposed to eat pancakes for dinner tonight? Isn't today Shrove. Shrove. I forgot the R.
Well, in your house, it's Shove Tuesday.
The Shrove Tuesday. I'm supposed to eat pancakes. I gotta go to IHOP.
Winnipeg Jets have signed Dustin Byfuglien to a 5-year extension, so he gets $7.6 million a year. Capitals start a road trip tonight in Nashville against the Predators, and happy birthday, number 21, to Andre Burakovsky. The Toronto Blue Jays and their third baseman Josh Donaldson avoiding arbitration. 2 years, $29 million agreement.
That's a nice extension. Mm-hmm. That's really good. For both sides. Also, Tyler Clippard signing a 2-year deal with the Arizona Diamondbacks. He will fill his usual role of setup man there in Arizona. You mentioned Delman Young earlier in the show. He got arrested in Miami for choking and threatening the valet attendant at a hotel and using some racial slurs in the mix. I guess he said he was mad at the attendant who wouldn't open a door to get access to some club, and then he started calling him a stupid Cuban, Latin piece of S, etc., etc. Young was also naked from the waist down when he answered the door to police. He lives in the hotel. So yeah, when they called the police on him for being a piece of garbage, the police went and knocked on his door.
I don't care who's knocking at the the whether it's law or somebody from within the hotel. You put on pants.
No, I had a T-shirt on. So I had a T-shirt.
Not long enough.
And no underpants, just my thing hanging there.
Also, a WWE star, Daniel Bryan, officially retiring last night on Monday Night Raw at the age of 34. It's due to his lingering concussion issues. That's a look at news.
Not true. I did say something nice about the FCC when Michael Powell lost his job. I said I thought that was a good move. And then they replaced him with another piece of garbage. Anyway, They're getting ready to do something that's pretty good, though.
What?
They are going to make it where your cable boxes are all inclusive.
Nice.
So that you would be able to, instead of having to rent your cable boxes, it's too expensive to buy. Buying a cable box is too expensive. Then you don't know if it's going to work with whatever you need. So they force you to rent cable boxes, right? By the way, you know what this is similar to? And I didn't know this until I read it at all. Hold tight 1 second for me, all right, dude?
Okay.
You got it. Hold tight 1 second. Did you know, like, way back in the day, like, think back to, like, your parents?
Mm-hmm.
They used to have to rent telephones from, like, the phone company.
Really?
Yeah, because you couldn't buy your own. So you would have to rent the phones, and then you would have, like, your regular monthly service, long-distance charges and things like that. If you called, I mean, back in the day, if you called, you know, to find out, like, *69, that cost money. Like, all those things would run up fees. And then eventually they changed it where you can buy your own phone, and then you own the phone, and that way if you move somewhere, you could take it with you. Or it didn't matter if you had, at that point, like if they were switching over from like Southwestern Bell to like Midwest Bell or, you know, whatever it is. It didn't matter. You'd still use your phone. But it used to be if you had Southwestern Bell that you had to rent a phone from Southwestern Bell. And then if that got bought out and sold and all of a sudden you were with Mid-Atlantic Bell, then you would have to buy or rent a Mid-Atlantic Bell phone.
I never knew that.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that either until I read this. So this is the same thing that they're doing, moving the other way. Where it would be, instead of having to get like your cable box from like Cox Cable or Time Warner Cable or, I mean, Verizon, whatever it is, that you would buy and have your own box. And that way, if you moved or you went somewhere, then you would just take your box with you and you would hook yourself up. But if you took a Verizon box and plugged it into my wall where I can only get Cox Cable, you would get nothing.
How much are they going to be, though? I mean, I guess they would have to make them be affordable.
Oh, yeah, very much so. Now, you know why they don't want to do it? Do you know how much they make a year? Cable companies make a year in just renting their boxes so you can watch TV.
What, per person?
No, just overall.
Oh, it's a ton.
It's just rental fees.
Yeah, it's a lot.
$20 billion.
Oof.
That's
a year?
That seems low, to be honest.
Just for rental fees and boxes.
If you look at your
not
bill,
for the service, not for the service.
I know. If you look at your bill when they break it down and you see the rental fee, you're just like, you got to be kidding me.
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
So multiply that by the number of customers. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all.
And that's per box. If you have 4, you're renting 4.
That's true.
So that guy, he's renting, 4 boxes. I don't know what company he's with, but he's renting 4 boxes. That's ridiculous. And then you're paying for the service on top of it.
Yep.
And if you want to use the service, you got to rent the box. Or else you're screwed. And by the way, they say like DirecTV is no different.
It's just as much?
I don't know the cost-wise. Cost-wise, I don't know the difference. Isn't that interesting about the phones, though?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I had no idea. I had never heard that before.
And those are like those big-ass wall phones, right?
Oh, yeah. Or those
back
big
in the
table
day.
ones. You had to lug that around. Yeah, no. You know what? I own it now, though.
That's right.
Now I own it. But I guess they're going to, on like mid-February, will be when it'll be kind of opened for debate. And then if it happens, they say it could go into place by the end of the year. The other good thing is that's when they believe that you'll start getting TVs with the cable box built into it.
That's
so
smart.
that you won't really have a box that you own that's a 2-step process.
People would love that.
Into the box into the TV. It just goes straight into the TV. That would be freaking awesome.
Usually confused tweets. We had an elderly relative passed 10 years ago who was still paying rental on a phone.
Oh, my God. Wait, so you never get out from under that? Well, no, you want to use the phone.
Well, you would think you could. I mean, she could have returned the phone and then just gone and bought one.
This is from Sarah. Holy S. Until about 10 years ago, my in-laws in New York were still renting a phone.
How is that even possible? 10 years ago, nobody had a phone.
I don't get it.
That's crazy. Still People renting every month. Gotta pay Ma Bell.
I know. There's the ship to shore voice.
And now the TiVo fans are coming out in droves.
Why, saying what? They got to pay for the card.
Don't need to rent a box.
Right. No, you're right. You own the box, but you got to pay for the card. They even address that in here. Hold on. They would still be renting phones from Ma Bell. There you go. Wait, hold on. They mentioned, here we go. Tom Wheeler, the chairman of the FCC, good guy. The commission tried to do this before, but the solution presented to consumers has been impossibly cumbersome. It relies on electronic cards that consumers get from their cable companies and insert into boxes they buy from companies like TiVo. So, up your sass.
You see the number right on there, though? How many people, though, still, even with the TiVo fans tweeting right now?
Right.
99% of people still rent boxes.
Yeah. Well, if you have cable, how are you getting around it?
No, rent boxes, not cards.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
This is from John. When we got our first touch-tone phone, my dad explained to me that we rented the dial phones, and now we own this new phone.
Ooh.
Get him, Dad! Do you remember this old joke?
No. I don't.
Where am I going live? I can't say it. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hey, it's Brad from Fairfax.
Hey, Brad from Fairfax. How are you?
Good. I was just listening to your cable card comments. The FCC actually requires that they pay you if you have a cable card.
I don't feel like
the
people
cable company pays us?
Wait, so if I have TiVo or like DirecTV?
Well, not DirecTV. So if you have TiVo or you bring your own device, so to speak. So, for example, I built my own DVR using Windows Media Center. So I just plug in the cable card into my computer.
Here we go.
And Comcast actually pays me $2.50 a month credit because I have my own device.
So you still have to pay for service and everything, and they just end up deducting that from the bill.
Correct, yeah, but they can't charge you for the physical card. The FCC requires them to give you a credit for having your own device that reads the card.
Well, two things. Number one, good for you. Good for you. And I would. Is it easy to do what you did?
Absolutely not. No, I'm a complete nerd, so it took me 2 months to set up. But it was worth it sticking it to Comcast.
Oh yeah, no. I applaud you.
Short 2 months.
But the cable company is like, you know what? I'll pay you $250, and I'm like Tyler said, 99% of people with cable have boxes that they rent. So they don't. I mean, not that when I say they don't care about you. Well, they don't care about anybody. But you're barely the tip of a whitehead to them.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. No, it's a total niche market. I just thought it was worth mentioning that if you did want to go that route, it's a $2.50 consolation.
Right. No. And by the way, I would take $250 coming in is better than rent going out.
Absolutely. And with Comcast, it's actually even a little worse because after you pay for an HD channel lineup, they then charge you a $10 per month HD service tech fee just for signal in HD. So that's like paying for a hotel room with a scenic view, getting there, and then the hotel charging you $10 to open the windows.
Right. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, hey, by the way, why don't you and I go into business of building these machines for everybody?
I looked into that. It's just the profit and time ratio. Like, I looked into selling them on Craigslist, and it's not worth the time and investment.
So how many can you make a year? Yeah. 6.
Well, technically, no. Well, yeah, I guess 2. I thought it was 2.5 months, but yeah, I could do 6 a year.
What are you going to do?
Say again?
You're going to learn to build?
No, he's in build. I'm in sales.
Oh, okay.
And he's got to take his salary out of it because he's quit his job.
I need to build.
So whatever revenue you're making, first some of it's got to go to him.
A percentage.
Yeah, it is nice though. It skips all the commercials automatically, and
mine does that. It doesn't. It does. I just wanted to say that.
You mean when you hit forward?
Yeah. I mean, I have to sometimes back up again because I went too far.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like when I spoiled Olivia's dismissal last night.
Oh, my. Oh, because
I went too far. And sometimes we have a gate up in front of ours, and sometimes that affects it. For the kids, so don't mess with it.
All right, dude. Hey, I appreciate it. Good for you. Stick it to the man.
Thanks.
You got it. Talk to you later.
And we don't like Lindsay's like, I think you just spoiled the scene. And I tried to play it off because I felt like I did too. And I was like, but he carried the rose over with her. I don't. Sometimes it's rare, but sometimes my acting is poor.
Hi, Elliot. In the morning.
What's up, Elliot?
Hey, who's this?
This is Eric.
Hey, what's up, Eric?
I hate the cable companies as much as you hate the airlines.
Right.
And let me tell you why. I mean, I have 3 or 4 boxes, so there's an additional $40 a month, right?
Right.
Then if you call, because I mean, really, who uses their home phone anymore? I call them up, try to cancel my home phone. They're like, well, if you look at your bill more closely, we're not charging you for your home phone. That's why you're in the triple play, right? So you're getting discounts. So if you discontinue or disconnect your home phone, then they're going to up your internet and your home TV costs.
Oh yeah. I
mean, it's a total. I cannot stand the cable companies. And if they do away with the cable boxes or allow you to buy one, they're just going to, add to the monthly service anyway.
Right. See, but at least that way, and because if you know that, let's say Sony's going to put out a TV with a box in it, and Apple's going to put out a TV with a box in it, and everybody and their mother's going to put out a TV with a box in it, is that will at least keep the price of the boxes low. But yeah, the service will probably go sky high.
They also tried that with cards a while ago. They have little card slots TVs. That never caught on. So I don't really know if that'll catch on, but I will tell you and your viewers, if you don't have the voice remote, you got to get it. It's really cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Very good. I appreciate it.
Bash. Compliment.
That's right.
By the way, AT&T tried to talk me out of my being grandfathered into unlimited data yesterday.
Where? That they called you?
No. I had a question about setting up setting up a hotspot, turn my phone into a hotspot, or getting a MiFi card, and they were like, "Oh, you know what? Your account doesn't allow for that." Now listen, if we do that, I was like, no. But they won't let you do it if you're grandfathered way back.
Yeah. Have you looked at your gigabyte usage?
No.
It's telling. You see that and you're like, wait a second. If I just stay using this much, there's cheaper plans out there.
I know, but still. You don't want to lose it.
It's hard to let go of it.
Yeah, no. And by the way, you're right. It's probably costing a fortune. But you don't want to lose it. You don't want to lose it. Yes, Tyler.
So this is from TiVo's website. So maybe that guy had some bizarre setup with the cable company. But this is from TiVo.com.
It's going to be pro TiVo.
No, but it says for a cable card, while some cable companies offer cable cards to their subscribers for free, others may charge a nominal monthly fee, usually between $2 and $4 per month, significantly less than the typical charge for the lease of a basic box. Federal law mandates that all major cable companies provide cards to their subscribers, so if you're experiencing any problems, please call our technical support line. So even TiVo's like, well, they can charge you.
Yeah, right.
Well, he said he was getting a credit.
Well, he is, because he built his own machine.
I don't know. There's something shady going on there.
Well, that guy
Scott's
probably
got some phone calls to make.
Why now? What's wrong with you?
Because I'm thinking
You've got 57 boxes.
No, we don't.
Diane, you have a box
that
shows the TV.
We have 4.
Oh.
But I'm thinking, and then with 2 TiVos.
Ooh.
So I'm like, do we know this card angle?
Because
every month, Jesus, have you seen how much the cable bill is? Well, you know what? Let's get rid of Bravo. Okay, never mind.
Well, you know what a lot of people also do, though, is a lot of people, when they upgrade their box, they don't bring the old one back.
We've always returned.
Well, first of all, it's a pain in the ass to go to the stores.
I know.
But I love walking in there with all the wires dragging behind me and getting them caught in the door. Nothing makes me happier. Nothing makes me happier than to step on the thing and watch the prongs get all messed up. That's a joy for me.
And then they put it in a new bag and hand it to me.
Right.
This looks more than gently used. Think about that. You're screwing fellow customers.
Say again?
No one gets a new box these days.
No, but they can't give you one that the prong is all bent sideways.
We replaced the prong. God knows what
guy
we
bites
did to
it back into space.
Inside. Have you walked into one of those stores, like not walked in, but seen into the back where they walk behind the swinging doors?
No, I'm not allowed back there.
I know, because who
It's
knows
all pieces and parts.
what they do to put those boxes back together. Just because you got yours caught in the door. Yours was fine until you wanted to make a show out of the return.
Sorry, stepped all over it. Hi, Elliot in the morning.
Hi, is this me?
Yeah, hi, real quick. What can I do for you?
Sure. Every time I hear people complaining about cable service and internet, it really gets me because I live in an area where I can't get internet or cable.
Whoa, where do you live?
I live in Rixieville, Virginia, between Culpeper and Warrington.
Why can't you get cable or internet there?
There's nobody that will provide it because there's such a low population there, and I've tried satellite internet and stuff like that. DirecTV says that we have to go through a third-party person because there's nobody out there has DirecTV.
Whoa, you gotta move, man.
Seriously. I know, it's insane. When I moved there, I was like, everywhere gets internet. Nope, we can't get internet or cable. And our phones have such little service that having a hotspot doesn't do any good. It's ridiculous.
So you've never seen, you don't get center ice. Like, you're not watching every hockey game every night.
I'm watching nothing. I don't have TV channel.
She wants basic cable more so than a sports package.
Tell me you don't just read by candlelight.
I know. Everyone makes fun of me. I go and I get seasons of stuff on DVD.
On DVD?
Yeah. Anytime I have to watch sports, I have to go drive to somebody else's house. It drives me crazy.
Oh my God. I would kill myself. I would not be able to, that's a bad existence.
Yeah, it's rough. I've learned to appreciate things.
Wow, that's something. All right, hey, listen, I'm up against a hard break. I appreciate the phone call.
Thank you.
You got it. We'll talk to you later. All right, let me do this. Let me take one quick break. We'll come back. Our buddy TJ Miller joins us next.
Elliot in the morning.
Jay Miller. TJ!
Just for the smell of it. Hi, it's me, TJ.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
How are you guys?
We are doing well. Can I tell you what made me very happy over the weekend, TJ?
We're going to be 5-10 minutes late. They're running late. They might be...
TJ.
Yes.
Oh, hey, can I tell you what made me very happy over the weekend?
Please do.
I loved seeing you on a Super Bowl commercial for Shock Top.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, we loved doing that. The Super Bowl advertisements this year were really good, didn't you think?
Yeah.
They were really good. We didn't quite win, but we went for it.
Also, the other thing that I like that you guys did, and listen, I don't know when you taped it or when you filmed it, but I saw it yesterday morning, but it was you and the Shock Top wedge kind of critiquing all the other commercials. That was hysterical.
Oh, did you like that? We thought that was fun. That was sort of a different thing, and it also kind of pokes fun at the idea of everybody assessing the commercials as much as they're watching the game. Yeah, I was glad people liked that. They seem to be pretty into it. And I also like that Shock Top is they're very surreal. They're like, will you talk to a talking beer tap and no one else knows that it's alive except for you? I was like, yep, you better believe it. that was sort of perfect. And then, now I'm going to be very professional, as sort of a segue into Deadpool. This was a superhero movie where they asked me about it. I said, I did Transformers, ironically. I don't need to do another. And they said, no, this is really, really different. It's really weird. It's R-rated. It's Ryan Reynolds. And it's not a regular Marvel movie.
Right.
And once I began to understand it, I just got on board immediately. It's going to be the perfect palate cleanser to all superhero fare forever.
Hey, but you know what, TJ? For example, I love the all the different Marvel movies. And that being said, I've never read a Marvel comic at all. So, even go back to like Iron Man or any of those. Obviously, I know that they're rooted and they come.
Me neither.
Yeah, and that they come out of comic books. That's fine. But I've never read one of them. So, whenever they come out, it's almost new to me. So, I didn't even know the whole history to Deadpool at all.
Yeah, exact same. When I sort of heard about the comic book, I go, well, I'm not really a comic book movie guy, and I've never heard of Deadpool. And I think what's nice is it doesn't really matter. I'm sure they say this when they promote other superhero movies, which I would never be in any of them, but, they'll say, well, Ant-Man, you may not know the superhero, but you'll love the movie. It's in Deadpool, it doesn't matter. You don't care. Don't ever read a comic book. Just watch the movie. Sort of. I don't even think Deadpool is a comic book fan. You know, it is that anti-comic book movie. It's just, yeah. I didn't know what Deadpool was when I signed on to the project. All I knew was that it would be an R-rated superhero movie from Marvel that was kind of an anti-hero movie.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that's perfect. I prefer that people go in not knowing what it was. That's how I filmed the movie. I didn't know what was that. For a second, I thought it was in Transformers 5. It was very fun.
Hey, but didn't I read, like you mentioned Ryan Reynolds, didn't I read, like, he's like if you are I don't know anything about it, wasn't he completely the opposite, like, knew, like, everything there was to know?
He has cared about this movie, the character. Yeah, he is like such a comic book nerd. It's very funny, you know, because he looks the way that he does, which is like a shovel got hit in the face with another shovel. He's sort of the ugliest person alive, but also he's kind of this secret comic book movie, you know, fan. He loves all the movies. He reads a lot of comics, but Deadpool he's been a die-hard fan of. So that's fun, too, because I get to see somebody who I think is really funny and has had some hard knocks in Hollywood finally arrive at playing this dream part of his. You know, it would be like me playing the Joker. That's kind of, that's how, you know, if I loved one thing growing up in the comic book world, it was Joker in the Batman series.
Right.
And for him, it's always been Deadpool. So it's cool, too. He, like, knows the movie, then it's true to the comic book, which usually is annoying, but in this case is awesome.
You know what was funny? And I mean, obviously I've seen the trailer. The trailer's out and all over the place, and it's fine. And when you see him, though, and you realize that, like, he's messed up and the whole thing, I was reading some of the outtakes, like when they were asking you to describe what his face looks like. So I was reading some of the descriptions that you used that the movie company thought maybe they wouldn't go with. Holy hell, TJ.
Yeah, we really went for it. The weird thing is, when you're doing a superhero movie, if you're doing any R-rated movie, it's sort of no holds barred. But in this case, because it was Ryan, because of the director, because it's Deadpool and the character, they would just let the cameras roll, and it would get darker and darker and stranger. And yeah, there was a couple times where Tim Miller, who directed it, he's great. He says, like, all right, let's cut. Nothing we've said in the last 10 minutes is usable. Let's cut and take a break here for a second. Yeah, it got very, very crazy. But that's what's fun. Nothing was off limits. You know, you don't have to go, well, how do we package this moment as a PG-13 Captain America type thing? We didn't have to do that. So it went dark.
Hey, was most of the, like, I mean, obviously there's a script for everybody, but, like, for you, I was reading somewhere that when it came to you, and obviously because of what you do for a living, like for a real living, they were totally fine letting you, like, not completely, but for the majority of the time, just improvise whatever you wanted to say. Yeah, it was another great, this is the way to get the best comedy, but it was another great moment in my career as a pseudo-funny comedian where they said, you know, just riff, do whatever you want. And I sort of said, well, because the script was great, I sort of said, you know, I don't really need to improvise a lot. And they go, no, please do. Let's do it, and then totally go off book and do whatever you want. And so we did. We got some, like, very funny, in-the-moment comedy and Ryan also is so funny in it. But, yeah, a lot of it is improvised, but at the same time, the script was so well crafted by Paul and Rhett. This movie, this movie is really, really out of control. I haven't done anything this good since Yogi Bear 3D. This isn't as good as Yogi Bear 3D, but it's good. Hey, one of the things that I
good. I want to make that clear. Actually, let me make this very clear to all of your listening audience. Deadpool is a good movie, but it is not as good as Yogi Bear 3D. Let me be really clear about that. If you have to decide between watching Yogi Bear 3D on, you know, streaming or DVD or Deadpool, please see Yogi Bear 3D. That's my mission statement for this marketing campaign. Yes?
Hey, the other thing that I was reading, because you mentioned, like, it's a real rated R movie where most of, like, the superhero movies aren't. They were predicting in some, like, I don't know, some Hollywood magazine that I was reading that Deadpool will be one of the most snuck into movies this weekend, that you'd have to go back a really far way to find a movie that people were sneaking into as much.
Showgirls. That's the only other movie. I love anyone who's listening to this and is like, what is that reference about? Go see Showgirls. It's the same as Yogi Bear 3D. Same plot. Yeah, I think maybe, people, it was so funny that you say that, because Showgirls, I always remember that guy was like, sneak into the movie. Everyone should sneak in. I don't know if people sneak in. What I think is you're right. But I also think this, hopefully, and I would love this hopefully will be one of those movies where your parents brought you to it. It was it's rated R, but they heard that it was, pretty funny, and don't worry. I'm actually hoping that people sneak in. Yes, of course, we hope people do that all the time. But you should pay for the movie. I think it's more about, this will be a movie that makes parents cool to their kids. A lot of parents would score points saying, yeah, we'll go see this together, because they'll like it. I like the movie.
Right.
I'm in my late 80s, early 60s, everybody. But I think it'll be a movie that makes parents cool. I'm writing that down. I think that's the marketing for it.
All right,
bring your kid, because it's a great film, and it is edgy. It's pretty raw.
Deadpool opens in theaters this weekend. TJ, I couldn't be happier for you, man.
Thanks, dude. Well, we'll talk to you soon. See the movie. Tell me what you think on Twitter and on Facebook, but not on Instagram.
All right, very good. Thank you, TJ.
Bye, guys.
Later, dude.
Elliot. Damn! What you heard is what you hearing. It's what you hearing. Listen, it's what
Thanks again to TJ Miller for checking in. Deadpool hits theaters this weekend. So thank you very much. Also, thank you very much to Post for coming in today. A modern brasserie. They are located at 555 8th Street Northwest in the district. Go to postbrasserie.com. Modern French cuisine under the direction of executive chef Q. You can celebrate Valentine's Day with a 3-course menu available on Saturday, February the 13th and Sunday, February the 14th. Crab and shrimp cannelloni as an appetizer. Also a little surf and turf entree with butter poached lobster, roasted veal, cauliflower, and mushroom. That sounds good. Then your pastry chef, Q Lin Win. Your choice of a dark chocolate mousse with Baileys, espresso anglaise, and candied rose petals or velvet lemon mousse. $68 a person. They also have an additional pasta course that you can get. Postbrasserie.com to make a reservation. So thank you guys very much for coming in. All right, Diane. Let's get into some dirt, please.
A couple of new shows coming tonight. 8th season premiere of Tosh.0 is on Comedy Central. Also, series premiere of Not Safe with Nikki Glazer tonight on Comedy Central. 10:30 Eastern. Episode 2 for the People versus O.J. Simpson American Crime Story. Episode 1 did very, very well. Tonight's episode is all about the white Ford Bronco.
Right.
With A.C. Cowling's Malcolm Jamal Warner is playing AC, and then obviously it's Cuba Gooding Jr. as OJ. Hollywood Game Night back with Gina Davis, Angela Kinsey, Adam Goldberg among the contestants tonight. They have canceled Jane Lynch's other show, the new comedy Angel from Hell, that was airing on CBS. Looks like they're going to be replacing it with Two Broke Girls on Thursday nights instead. ABC is going to take Jimmy Kimmel's Who Knows segment from his show and actually turn it into a series. It'll be called Big Fan, hosted by Andy Richter. It'll feature celebrities and their biggest fans in a trivia contest about whoever the celebrity is. We'll have to see when that one's going to premiere. You know, Taryn Manning from Orange is the New Black. She would like $10 million. $10 million.
I'd like money from somebody affiliated with that show.
For false arrest, specifically pointing the finger at the
that makeup artist lady.
City police. She says she was arrested back in 2014 and accused of threatening the woman who had been stalking her. She's like, no, it's actually the other way around. So she would like $10 million. Teresa Giudice, however you'd say it, from the Real Housewives, is talking to Good Morning America this morning, claiming that she didn't know that she was breaking the law when she was convicted.
You know what? That's always the best one to go with.
She has since been released from her federal correctional institution in Danbury, Connecticut after
even know.
Serving 11 and a half months. She was just like, I just signed a paper is where I was told to. Now her husband is going to do 41 months starting.
Isn't that Big Joe?
In March, Joe.
He likes sex a lot.
Juicy Joe.
Right.
Yeah, more so. And I guess she's also she's got a book out. She's doing TV. She'll probably do one of those little sit-downs with Andy Cohen. But I guess she's also going to talk about her prison diet, working out 3 times a day, down to a size 2.
Right. And then her roommate was all non-stop.
Well, they called her cell the Boom Boom Room.
Yeah, no, a lot of sex going on. Not her first night. The second night, though, is when it all started up.
If you are looking for a children's photographer in South Florida, you may want to avoid anything that is affiliated with Case Photography LLC. That is, unless you want Casey Anthony as your children's photographer.
Oh, I saw that.
Acquitted of killing her 2-year-old daughter, Kaylee, several years ago. But I guess that's the new business that she... And I guess this is... So it's registered to a man who was part of her defense team.
Correct.
And that's... But if you call and ask about it, no comment.
Oh, yeah, no. That's a completely different business.
And I guess photography
was... the stupid headline I saw? Oh, snap!
I guess photography's always been one of her...
always been... it was a second
hobbies.
passion.
Yeah. Sofia Vergara, Joe Manganiello apparently wanted their guests to have a lot of fun during their 3-day wedding blowout back in November, so they took care of those who did by having one of those roving IV carts to help people stay hydrated so they could keep going.
That is so smart.
Julie Bowen was on the Ellen Show talking about it yesterday. It looks as though Michael Moore is still hospitalized in intensive care, but he is still putting out long Facebook posts about where he's trying to get people to make sure to remember that he's got his new documentary called Where to Invade Next that is coming out this weekend.
Why is he in the hospital?
Pneumonia.
Oh.
So he's had to cancel a bunch of different appearances that he was going to be making to promote that documentary. Beyonce renting a $10,000 a night Airbnb for her Super Bowl weekend, getting ready to make sure that she had her police escort that would get her over to the stadium. Fitting that Jay-Z sent her 10,000 roses ahead of her performance before the Super Bowl halftime show. John Lennon, a substantial, as it's called, lock of his hair could be yours for $12,000. A hairdresser has apparently kept this lock of hair hidden for nearly 50 years before deciding to auction it off. I mean...
Don't tell me it looks like his hair. Like,
No.
is there a letter?
There's got to be.
That'd be pretty badass to own. It'd be a little bit weird.
You want a chunk of hair for $12,000?
I'd put it in one of those big cubes on the table.
Didn't you buy his tooth?
That's right. I forgot about that.
If you're interested, the bidding will remain open until the 20th of this month. The Killers saying that they are very excited to be working with Elton John on new music for them. Also, Lena Dunham saying that she's going to be taking an extended period of time off, or at least during this promotional swing for season 5 of Girls, which is coming out later on this month. Her doctor said that her endometriosis has gotten very bad. She's going through a rough patch at this point, and she says the doctors have told her to rest. May have seen some new pictures of a bandaged Hugh Jackman. Apparently it was another run-in with skin cancer, but he reveals that he feels as though they've got it on time. This time again, he had a cell removed yesterday morning. They said the margins are clear and he is fine. This is
he gets a lot of those.
He's just like, you got to wear sunscreen. But I mean, he's Australian. He's like, think of how much time I've always spent out in the sun. And if I'm not in Australia and I'm not in New York, oftentimes I'm in Los Angeles and I'm doing the same thing there.
All right.
Goldie Hawn is going to play Amy Schumer's mom in a new comedy that the two are working on together. And happy birthday today to Judith Light, who is
F her.
67.
Hope she's happy. She ruined my credit.
She ruined your credit.
Well, in a roundabout way, she did.
Yeah.
Wait, you're not doing the strut story?
Oh, well.
The
certainly
Struts
can.
put out their new video yesterday,
Yes.
or the day before, I don't know, whenever it was, for Kiss This, featuring Elliot in the morning.
Yes.
How about it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, Diane. You gotta keep that on people's minds, please. All right, give me one quick break. We'll wrap everything up next.
Deep intellectual things are just my jam.
Elliot in the morning.